Yo, what's up, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the second straight day of events, of live streams, of shows. Man, I am excited to get into this state of play presentation, which we are going to be putting up pretty soon here. Give me just 1 second, guys. Sorry, I'm running over my own cord. I got some new headphones and everything sounds a little bit more weird. So I'm still adjusting the volume and stuff on my end. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I bought for the first time some Amazon basic earbuds. So they're like the great value earbuds. So we'll see how long these last. But yeah, I'm excited. The show's going to start up in about an hour, 15 minutes. State of play starts at 3 p.m. PT, 6 p.m. Eastern time. It is in the title. And I'm actually going to put it up here too. Give me just 1 second here, guys. Let me put up a little picture of the state of play so you guys can also see the time. And I will type the time in as well. So we can just go ahead and put this right here. Make sure everybody can see it nice and easy. There you go. But the text is kind of small on there though, right? So let's go and let's adjust this text so we can make sure that that everything is no, that's not the right text I want. Which text do I want? I want this one. There we go. That's the text that I want. Actually, no, it's not the text that I want, but whatever. Let's see here. The state of play. The state of play starts at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. PT slash 6 p.m. ET. And I'll get to you guys in just a bit, okay? I know a lot of you guys are talking to me and saying what up, but I'm going to say hi to everybody. I just want to get this out of the way because I forgot to do it before we started streaming. And I know this is like a point of contention for a lot of people. They get really antsy about this type of stuff, especially when they don't know, like when they live overseas or when their parents didn't teach them time. So let me, or their school didn't teach them time. So time conversion. So let me just get this up so at least I have a visual representation for people out there. Okay, so that's pretty easy to see no matter what display you are on. And let's go and let's get into the people here. First of all, Elite Ninja News, guys, real quick. Let me get into some Elite Ninja News. Good video today, 7th best at my last 10. Make sure you guys are watching the videos. Tomorrow, I've got the big Nintendo Switch must-buy top 10 best Nintendo Switch titles. You're going to love it. It's a beefy, lengthy, in-depth video. I think it's about 20 minutes long. It's about 20 minutes, so that's definitely longer for one of my videos. So make sure you guys check that out. 7:30 Eastern time in the morning. That's going down, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys watch that. Also, member stuff. We're at 493. We're going to dip below 490. Let's get those members up, guys. It's only $1 to become a member. Get your badges. Get your emotes. Get your Discord access. Get into Mario Strikers this week. Tomorrow we're going to play Mario Strikers tomorrow. Whoa, tomorrow. So get into it. Get into it. Let's freaking go. Let's get into it. So become a member, !member, or hit the join button or link in the description as well. All right. So let's go and let's get into shout outs. So if you're here in the chat, feel free to say what up. I'll be more than happy to say hi back to my lovely people. Dior, what's good? Welcome, Jigan5. Gone Hunter, what's up? Nintendork, Style Boys, Jax G, what's up, man? Been a while. Holic, D Grindhard, Ace, what's up, Ace? 16-bit Hero, Diamond Knuckles, what's up, man? Welcome. Nintendork, Rena Habag, what's up? Welcome. Ready for Silent Hill? Let's get it. Upper Nimbus, what is good? Welcome. Skipbit Production, Shadow Blade, Ace, RL Nook, Arai Gaki, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Josh Shaver, what's good? Welcome. D What? Welcome. Ronald Fresco, Man Stuff 69, what's good? Welcome. Looks like you're gonna leave already. All right, see you later. All right, that one gaming guy, welcome. I don't think there's gonna be a Persona 6 teaser. No. Some dude, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ace Condor, what's up? Welcome to the stream. So yeah. Let's see here. Corey D, what's good? Welcome. JCat, ATAX, Melissa, I'm doing good. How are you, young lady? We're going to get into my predictions in just a bit. Let me get through everybody here. My name, let's see here. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and the new Sonic. All right. Matt, what's up, Matt? Welcome. UC, what's up? Welcome. Goof and Boots, yes. RE Fantasy. That's a game that I want to see. That I want to see a release date. PS5, baby. Let's get that. Dank Meme Center X. Corifus B. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Nintendork, welcome. Says, yo, Elite Ninjas in the village. Let's get it. Hit that like button from my boy Player Essence. Yeah, guys. Hit that like button. Let's get 400 people plus in here before the stream starts. That would be great. We're already at 200, so that's already a really good start. So if you're enjoying the hype and the stream and the content, hit the like button. And obviously subscribe. If you're someone new, like, don't be a buster. Subscribe to the channel. I've got a really dope video for you guys tomorrow, man. I'm so excited. I just got done writing the script and recording it. So yeah, it's actually my first combo video that I've done. And where I do, you know, looking off the computer here, and I also do film myself video. So it's kind of like both. Which I usually just do one or the other. I just record off my PC or just record from here, but it's kind of both because it's such a lengthy video. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys like it. I think it's going to be one of those videos that's like, you know, long-term type of content on the channel, you know, not just like, okay, news, you know? So I'm excited. So make sure you guys watch it tomorrow. I'd be much appreciated if you guys watch it. And it is freaking hot outside. It's like 90 degrees. I'm like feeling, I got to turn on my air in a little bit. Let's see. Will Capcom announce RE4 remake? Oh, that'd be nice. I'd like that. So yeah, I'd like that. Getting to catch OJ live twice in 1 week. That's a good week. Thank you, GL. I appreciate that. I wish Lechonk was a starter. I can relate to him. He's a majestic pig. Yeah, Lechonk. He's probably early in the game though. Cryptic Straw Hat. What's up? Says Sly Cooper. Yeah, you guys give me your predictions. Let's hear your predictions, guys. I'm excited to hear about your predictions. Felipe, what's good? Welcome. Remember, guys, this is only so far. Sony has announced that it's going to be third-party announcements and VR2, PlayStation VR2 stuff, okay? So don't expect God of War, Infamous, Sly Cooper, all this other stuff. Like, don't expect that because they did say 30 minutes, third-party announcements, and VR2 announcements. So, I mean, if they're doing VR plus third-party, I'm guessing, you know, like, obviously, like, they're not going to have time to do a bunch of big first-party games, you know? So yeah. What's up, SNES NES? Welcome. Mario Bros announcement for the state of play. Let's get it. Melissa's a bit cautious about Sonic. Neophyte G, what's good? Welcome. Yes, don't get in trouble at work, Neophyte. So shout outs. Dr. Wolfstar. Speaking of The Last of Us, or at least the music is playing. The Last of Us remake. That's a game that's been you know, that's been rumored to come out this year, but I don't think we're gonna see it at this state of play. All right, we got the first donation of the stream. Let's go, baby. Let's start it off right. My man on a ship with the $5 says, Lechonk, should be your new mascot, OJ. It works for what it wants, and it's muscular, just like Mr. OJ. Lechonk for OJ's new mascot. You know, but Lechonk is very round and stubby, and I am not round and stubby. As you can see, I have problems even fitting into a medium, or this is like in between a large and a medium because I've washed it so much. I have problems even fitting into this. So I'm not round and stubby. While I am muscular, I am not round and stubby. You know, I don't got like the fat on top of it. So Lechonk. Although I do love the name. Unfortunately, he is not fit to be the mascot of Player Essence, unfortunately. We're going to need somebody a little bit more, you know, aerodynamic, you know? All right, shout outs. Thank you so much, On a Ship. That does make you the top Shinja and stream Hokage. You guys give some love to On a Ship with the $5. If anybody does more than 5, they can beat out On a Ship on both boards, the Stream Ninja and the Hokage board. Thank you so much. Or you can tie him with the 5 as well. Thank you for the $5, Mr. On a Ship. I appreciate that, my boy. Hey, OJ, can Final Fantasy 16 will save today's show? I mean, how can it save today's show when we don't even know what the show... Wait a minute, hold up. We need to see the show first before we start saying it needs to be saved, right? Because they can have a bunch of other stuff that's really cool. Maybe it doesn't need Final Fantasy 16 to save the show. Have I heard of Trinity Trigger? You are not watching any of my videos, Donnie. I literally talked about... Or not that you're not watching any of my videos, but you missed multiple videos of mine where I literally talked about Trinity Trigger for almost a week straight. No offense, Donnie, but I talked about it multiple times on the channel. I think 3 separate videos, all in 1 week, I talked about Trinity Trigger. So yes, I've heard about it. Let's see here. Quest for Glory Gamer says, Sup OJ, hoping more information on Star Ocean 5 and Final Fantasy 16 release date. Yes. You stop it, Pain Uchiha. Stop it. It's okay. Donnie, you're busy. You're doing your thing. You've got your fiance. You got all that. But just next time before you ask me about something that everybody else has heard about, just Google, just go on my page and just type in Trinity Trigger, and then that would have got your answer. I mean, now if it's something that's like just leaking, then absolutely ask me here. But if it's something that's already been known, the news is out there, I mean, it's just easier just to look at my page and you'll just see it pop up, and then you'll know, like, oh, okay, yeah, he already talked about it, you know. Marquavius Robinson, what's good? Welcome to the stream. But no, it's all good. You guys are busy. Not everybody can watch all my vids. Let's see here. Leanne Van, that one gaming guy. What about the JoJo fighting game? Any news on that? Yeah, just watch the channel. I've already been covering it. We got the release date and everything. So if you watch the channel and just type in whatever you're looking for when it comes to Nintendo Switch stuff, it's up on the channel, guys. So like stuff that's already been out there, news that we know, it's up on the channel. Trust me on that one. Trust me. So Trinity Trigger, we've known about that for a while. PlayStation, or not PlayStation, JoJo, All-Star Battle R, we got the release date. All that stuff's already been out there. They got the trailers for the game. I've already covered all that on the channel. So yeah, check that out when you get the opportunity. Let's see here. I don't want to spend too much time on stuff that I already cover on my channel. So that's why I'm kind of looking at people's predictions, and I'm not trying to brush people off. I just don't want to go over stuff that I've already covered multiple times on the channel. That's all. So yeah. Hey, what's up, King Slime Bear? Welcome. Any characters in particular you want in JoJo? I mean, they're pretty much all there. Yuppies. So, I mean, I don't know if there's many characters missing from that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game. I mean, like, they're pretty much all there. I can't think of anybody that isn't in the game that I want in the game. I'm pretty sure there's some people, but most of the characters that you would expect or that you would want are in the game, you know? The roster's pretty massive. Remember, it's a port of a game that was already out. So the game was on the PlayStation 3, and all they did was take all the stuff and just port it over. So I mean, it's got like 50 characters in the game or something like that. It's got like it's got a good amount. So yeah. To play devil's advocate, it's not the title of your videos. Yeah, that's true. It's not the title of all my videos. However, if you just type it in, it's in the videos. So you'll see it in the videos. So it will definitely pop up. Because I close caption all my videos and I say Trinity Trigger. So therefore that will spring up a search result on it. And like I said, it is in like whenever I do chapters, it's definitely in the chapters for the most part. Sometimes it's not, but most of the time it is. Let's see here. Do you think we'll see more of God of War? No, Shadowblade, because God of War, they said that it's going to be third-party games. So I'm not expecting God of War here. AOJ, and VR games, so maybe like Horizon VR, stuff like that, you know. So first party VR games. What's up, Necro Banana? Welcome to the stream. What's up, DJ King? Welcome. What's up, Movie Theater? Welcome. Says Dragon Quest, I think it meant HD 2D, or Dragon Quest 3 remake. Is that what you're talking about? The HD 2D one? Street Fighter 6, Resident Evil 4 remake, Dragon Age teaser with no gameplay. That's my prediction. Keeping the expectations low. That's actually really, if all that happened, that's a great show, by the way. That's you know, I hope you're not expecting that, and those are your low expectations. But that's a jam-packed show, because RE4 remake is not confirmed. Dragon Age teaser, that would be big for PlayStation to get that. Street Fighter 6, getting like gameplay of Street Fighter 6, that'd be big. And then Dragon Quest 3, we haven't seen anything from it, so that'd be a pretty freaking good show if that's what they had, especially only a 30-minute show. So yeah. What's up, Fred's Gaming World? Welcome to the stream. Randu says, what's up, OJ? Would you rather have Final Fantasy 7 Part 2 or Final Fantasy 16 for State of Play? Probably Final Fantasy 16, because FF7 Part 2 remake is more further away, so that can wait till a different State of Play. So FF16, I think, seems to be the game that's closer to release. So give me more information on that. What's up, Nick? Luckfield, welcome. I'm having a good day. Hopefully you're doing good. I feel like this is a snooze fest like every other State of Play. I mean, it could be a snooze fest. I mean, you could be right about that. So we'll have to wait and see, you know. We'll we'll definitely have to wait and see this if it's a snooze fest or not, you know. I don't know why I put my green screen behind me. I'm not gonna do reaction green screen, so I don't know why I put it behind me. I'm gonna move it real quick because I don't want to have it behind me, guys. I'm sorry. It gives me less space to kind of mingle and move around. So give me 1 second. Let me just move this real quick. There's no need for me to have it behind me. At least it's portable. Let's see here. Why do people expect FF7 Remake Part 2 to be at the state of play? Because people are expecting all sorts. Because people are just throwing out all sorts of stuff. Because they said third-party games, so, you know. Yeah. Yo! Hey, yo! Shout out to my man Alan Ruiz with the $5 tying on a ship at the top of the board, but he did use Streamlabs. So thank you so much for the Streamlabs donation. I do appreciate that. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Put your dollars? Shout outs to put the dollars in the pockets. Yo, shout outs to triple fives. Let's go. The 3, lucky number 3. You guys know my favorite number is 3. I don't think I ever told you guys that my favorite number is 3, right? Yeah, lucky number 3s. Let's go. Shout outs. Thank you for the triple fives. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Let me read these comments. Hope you had a good start for the Summer Games Fest. For me, I want to see RE4. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Shout out to all the people here. 300 plus people already. Woo! Before an hour before the show. I like it. Let's get it. All right, let's go and let's get into the ooh, man, there's a lot of donations coming. I gotta put all of you guys' names up here. Okay, Alan R, and then also plus Blue Dragon. All right, so all of your names are on the board here. Let me do this, and then let me do plus Alan R. If anybody does more than 5, they can break this tie that's at the top of the board here. Oh, okay, hold up. Now Randu's over here. Oh my gosh. Now we got multiple people. Blue Dragon. I was gonna put Blue D, but that's probably not a good idea. Blue Dragon, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you guys. Let me read off your comment, then I'll get the next one here. Blue Dragon with the $5 says, do you think we'll see the new Star Ocean? Do you mind playing Live Alive music, please? Yeah, I can play Live Alive music, sure. Star Ocean is a possibility. Star Ocean's a possibility but they did show that at the last state of play, but maybe we get some more information on it. Maybe we get some more. Randu the Kid with the $5 says, thanks for answering my question. Good job on your amazing videos. Thank you so much. Hey, no problem, Randu. I'm trying to answer as many questions as I can, and I know I'm missing people. This always happens whenever we get a lot of people in here, but I'll try to answer everyone's question, okay? Or I'm try to, I promise, I swear I'll do my best to answer everyone's questions, or at least try to answer everyone's questions. So that's $5. If anybody does more than 5, they can break this hell-binding tie that's on the board here, guys, because we got 4 people all tied on the top here. Thank you guys for the 5. 4 5s now. So let's see here. Shout-outs. Let me scroll up a little bit. Let me answer some more of these questions. Yo, Nero, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. How you doing today? What did I miss so far? Oh, you didn't miss anything, man. We're just talking. Dragon Age, the title was released today. It's called Dreadwolf. I think is it Deadwolf or is it Dreadwolf? I think it's Deadwolf. It gave me hope maybe to see it. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Xenosaga, check out my videos that I've already done on Xenosaga. I don't have time to talk about Xenos. I've talked about that game too much, so I don't have time to talk about it right now with so many people here. But check out my videos on Xenosaga. Shout outs to Ace, my boy, Ace with the $10. Let's go, JoJo boys. Let's get it. Whatever happened to Project Eve? It's still coming, guys. It's still coming. It's still in development. So you don't have to think just because they haven't talked about it every single day that it's not still coming. It is still coming. So just wait for it. But shout outs. Thank you so much. Mr. Ace with the $10. Wiping out the board here with the $10. If anybody has more than 10, they can beat up my man Ace at the top of the board. And thank God I don't have to have all these people. Shout outs to everybody who did support though. But I mean, I gotta keep on adding those 5s. It clutters up the board. It makes things tough to see. I already got enough real estate. Don't have enough real estate for all the crap that's up here. But it's all good. I appreciate you guys. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you for the 10th. Shout outs to everybody who supported too. My man Randu the Kid, Blue Dragon, Alan Ruiz, on a ship. Thank you guys for all the fives. You guys were on the board for a while. Lucky number 5. 5 is a good number, but 3, you know what I'm saying? 3 is the number. Let's see here. Shout outs. Do you anticipate a new Heavenly Sword announcement? No, because the team that made Heavenly Sword is now with Microsoft, so I think Heavenly Sword's dead. Let's see here. Elias says, Star Ocean Dev said that they canceled their spring update and we'll have more info later in June, so I doubt I'll be there. Okay, they canceled their spring up and more info later in June? Okay, so now we're in the beginning of June, so yeah. I think a lot of people are expecting Square to really show out today. Maybe. Square was pretty prevalent at the last one, so we'll see for this one. Okay, yeah, I already read that. Mr. Davis with the $10 says, hey, what's up, OJ? How you doing today? I went down this far to date with my seat Project Eve. Okay. I think you're just trying to say, do you think that they're going to show off a release date for Project Eve? It's possible, Mr. Davis. Thank you for the $10. It's possible we could see an update. It's been, I think, about a year since the last update on Project Eve, right? So yeah, I think it's Mr. Davis. It is definitely possible. I'm hoping we get something on Project Eve. I call it Bayonetta. We call it Bayonetta over here. So PlayStation and Bayonetta, even though the game is going to be on Xbox too. So yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I would love to see an update, but I don't know if there's going to be a release date, but I hope so. I hope there is. Thank you for the $10. We got a tie at the top of the board, Mr. Davis, and also Ace. If anybody does more than 10, they can beat out Ace and Mr. Davis on the top of the board. PlayStation Reigns with the 5 says it's about time you cover the real system and not the kiddie Nintendo thing y'all call a console. Here's 5. Don't spend it all in one place, Nintendo. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, PlayStation Reigns. I appreciate it. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the $5. You guys give some love, respect, and emotes to the PlayStation Reigns. Let's see here. That's Party Man. That's Party Man's copyright. Nah, he didn't copyright it. Nope. No sirree, Bob. No sirree, Billy Bob. No sirree. No, he did not copy it. He did not copyright it. Let's see here. So no sirree. But shout outs to J2 Blue. Shout outs to Gabe. If I haven't said what up to you, make sure you say hi to me in the chat. Ryan says, wasn't the mostly supposed to be about PSVR 2, or am I wrong? They never said mostly about PSVR 2. They said it's going to be third-party announcements and PSVR 2. So they never used the wording mostly. So let's see here. Yeah. Superpower Man, what's good? Welcome. Paul Gale, Hadouken for life. Yes, sir. So, Sean G, what's good? Trin Padilla, 909, what's good? Welcome. Welcome. All right, Brandino, AOJ, Xenoblade is cool, but the best JRPG franchise, Final Fantasy 16 entry will appear today. The best JRPG franchise in Final Fantasy with 16 entry will appear today. I don't know what Xenoblade has to do with what you're talking about. Why, like, what are we? This is a state of play, so I mean, I don't care about that your random comparison, to be honest. But like, Final Fantasy 16 is not out. We haven't played it, so I don't know if it's going to be the best entry in the Final Fantasy series until I actually play it, or until they show more of the game. They really haven't showed much. I'll be honest though, just from my own personal perspective, if you want to rope in Nintendo and Xenoblade, that's fine. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 looks a lot better than Final Fantasy 16, just from my own personal opinion and what I like to play. They've shown more, and I think it's going to be better, but that's just me. I haven't really liked Final Fantasy as much since the Final Fantasy games like on the PlayStation 1 and the PS2, but that's just me. You know, FF7 Remake was good, but I don't think FF7 Remake is, I don't like it more than any Xenoblade game. But like I said, that's just my opinion. If you think differently, that's fine. Let's see here. Turbo Jesse with the $2 says one game you're most confident will show up today. Most confident I will show up, that will show up today. Oof. Horizon VR. Let's go. Horizon VR. Horizon VR, baby. So yeah. So let's see here. Ryan Fitzmagic retired. Oh, he did? I didn't know that. He had a good career, made a lot of money. Good for him. Thank you for the $2 though. I appreciate that. Can't wait for generic. I mean, look, I'm not saying that Final Fantasy is going to be generic or bad. Right now, they haven't showed any type of party system. You know, so I need to see the party system. I need to see more on it. I mean, it could be better than Xenoblade 3 once it's all said and done. You know, but for right now, from what they've shown from Xenoblade and what they've shown from Final Fantasy 16, Xenoblade, they've shown way more. It's coming out, you know, sooner, you know? So I mean, right now, I'm definitely looking forward more to Xenoblade 3. And like I said, I like the story. I mean, the story is connected to the other games. So the story is by far better than most of the Final Fantasy games that I mean, I don't remember. There's not a single story in Final Fantasy that I like more than Xenoblade's connected story. Final Fantasy 7 is pretty cool, though. It is pretty cool. I do like Final Fantasy 7's story, but FF7 Remake is so convoluted. I mean, I understand it, but it's so convoluted and weird. It's not, the storytelling isn't pristine in those games. They're okay, but they're not pristine. Same thing with Final Fantasy 15. Not pristine storytelling. Good, but not pristine. Square Enix's other games tell stories much better. So, Triangle Strategy, for example, better story than in any Final Fantasy game that I've played. Easily. Like, coherent, you know? But I love Final Fantasy. I think Final Fantasy is fantastic. I still think it's a great franchise and anything. But, you know, I'm just not, you know, in love with everything Final Fantasy. You know, I'm not like everybody else or a lot of the RPG people out there where they think that put Final Fantasy on this pedestal. That's like the greatest thing ever. Not me, you know, but it's all good. It's all good. Final Fantasy is a fantastic franchise, you know? Final Fantasy May Cry 7 is the correct title, okay? But I'm hoping these Resident Evil rumors are true. I can only replay RE so many times. RE8 DLC is long overdue. Yeah, it definitely is. Hey OJ, hope you're having a blessed day. I am. Thank you. Just for fun, if you were to guess the rating from 1 to 10, with 10 being amazing today's state of play, what would you guess? I would guess somewhere in the middle, so like maybe like a 6 or a 7. I guess so, because it's VR, so that automatically loses like 1 or 2 points right there. So I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say like a 7. You know, maybe a 7.5. I mean, I guess if we're really cool, like an 8. Street Fighter 6 is a possibility, yeah. Let's see here. You're mad Final Fantasy isn't on Nintendo? What is? I'm pretty sure what is this? Wait, what is this? I'm pretty sure that's Final Fantasy on Nintendo. Wait, hold up. I think I got some more too. What else do I got? I think I got some more. Where's all my Final Fantasy games at? Okay, here we go. Oh, there's another one. I've got more, but I just don't know where they're at. So I mean, I've got 3 great Final Fantasy games on the Switch, and I've got more digital too. So I'm almost positive Final Fantasy is on Nintendo. No, you can't. Don't move the goalpost now. Don't move the. Nah, you tried to troll and you lost. Nope. Take the L. Take the L, Andre. Take the L. Take the L. Nope. You didn't say nothing about 16, bro. Take the L. All right. Let's see here. Ben's 310 with the $9.99. It says, hello, OJ in chat. I'm hoping new FF16 info song requests for the Dank. All right. Shout out song requests to the Dank. Dank, pick a song. Got him. Those were the best Final Fantasies you have there. I mean, there's some of the best ones. I don't know where Final Fantasy 9 is. I got a physical copy of Final Fantasy 9 somewhere up there. I got more Switch games up there, but I got a physical copy of Final Fantasy 9. I've got Final Fantasy 12. I've got Final Fantasy 10, 10-2. I've got 7 and 8. I've got all the Final Fantasy games that are available on Switch. I've even got the Final Fantasy Maxima game. I've got that game as well. I just don't know where it's at because I have too many games. What's up, Alonzo Vines? You don't have Final Fantasy 9 physical? You don't? I do have Final Fantasy 9 physical. I do. I just don't know where it's at. It's somewhere up there or it's in my other room. I'm moving out of this office like this weekend. So yeah. Dank, pick a song. Ownership with another $5. And he says, here's another 5 to add me to the board. Also, I DM'd you on Twitter about why everyone was so upset on the Spawncast with the super chat at 155. Thanks. Okay, I'll take a look at it later. I'll take a look at that later. We have a bit too many people here for me to look at that right now, but I'll definitely look at it later on a ship. And let's go ahead and let's add you to the board. You actually get added to the Hokage board. Stream Ninja is still Mr. Davis and Ace because they did the highest singular donation, but you have done total. You're on there as well on a ship. So let's go ahead and get you up here. Of course, anybody does more than 10 they can beat out, or they can, yeah, wipe the board clean. Jump Force! Jump Force 40! Let's go! Hey yo! Beat Queen coming through right, I got you, Mr. Davis. Beat Queen with the 40. She doesn't have any message, though. Beat Queen, you got to put a message. You got to put a song. You got to put something for me, young lady. Got to put something for me, young lady. But no, seriously, shout out to Beat Queen. Beat Queen with the Jump Force 40. Shout out to my man, Baron. Still complaining about Pokemon. Still complaining about Pokemon. I don't know what makes him more upset, Pokemon or Jump Force. The Jump Force 40 coming through. Beat Queen. Letting people know about the Jump Force 40. Shout outs to Beat Queen. New Stream Engine Stream Okage. Guys, give some Nook Bells. Give some crowns, some Nook Bells in the chat. Beat Queen with the $40. Okage pledge. Let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Shout outs to Beat Queen. I literally played 12 last night on my Switch too. Hey, look. Hey, I'm just saying, take the L. Yes, I have World of Final Fantasy Physical. Yes, I do. I do. Let's see. Let's see here. I just need Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection. Yeah, those would be nice. So yeah. I was just triple. Yo, what's up, Cryptic Straw Hat? There's a lot of people here that I haven't said hi to. What's up, Galactus? What's up, Style Boys? What's up, Chris H? Announce anything for PC? I don't know about for PC today. We'll see. What's up, Jonathan? Jonathan O. What's up, Huey? What's up, Brandino? What's up, SKCH16? What is good? Welcome. Shout outs, guys. What's up, Jeff Meacham? You keep me hype, OJ. You keep me hype, Jeff. Creative Business Unit 3 featuring Yoshi P from F14 online, most profitable entry in the series. Many of us in the fandom hail it as the best. He's involved with 16. Okay, Brandino. Shout outs to Shut Up Nintendo Fanboy with the $40.01 says you madman. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll get your name up on the board in just a bit. Let me answer Brandino's question. First of all, Brandino, if you watch my videos, you know that I already know about Yoshi P. I'm not dumb, okay? So you don't have to sit there and copy and paste his card, his business card, or from his Square Enix listing on there. I know about Yoshi P. The game is not out yet. Yoshi P is fantastic, but I'm not bending over for Yoshi P like you are, okay? I want to see more of the game, and then I'll evaluate it from it right there, okay? Like, I get it. Yoshi P's fantastic, and trust me, I understand that he's great, but they've barely showed anything on the game, and I don't know how it plays. And just because Final Fantasy XIV is fantastic and amazing and awesome, which took him years to turn around, that doesn't mean Final Fantasy XVI, a console-based game that is not the same as Final Fantasy XIV, is going to be just as good. I need to see more of the game. Okay? I'm not going to hail it as the greatest game ever because you pray to Yoshi P's shrine. Okay? So what I said was very reasonable. I said, hey, let me just see more of the game. Is it a single man RPG? Are there parties? They've only shown one person combat. There are, just because Yoshi P is the god amongst Final Fantasy fans because of Final Fantasy XIV, I don't play Final Fantasy XIV. Okay? I don't like MMOs like that. I don't play Final Fantasy XIV. So, I mean, there's no point in you telling me all this as if I'm good. Oh, well, oh, goodness gracious. I guess the game is just going to be the greatest thing ever now. I don't play Final Fantasy XIV. I don't care about Final Fantasy XIV like that. Okay? So I'm just letting you know. Let me just see more of the game. Let me see more of the features. Let me see the content. And then maybe when the game comes out, I can play it and then I can evaluate it from there instead of hailing it as the greatest thing ever when I don't have any reference to go off of because it's not Final Fantasy it's not Final Fantasy XIV. It's Final Fantasy XVI. The gameplay is not the same. I've seen Final Fantasy XIV. It's very different gameplay than Final Fantasy XVI. It's not the same game. You know? Now, if you want to try to relate it back to Xenoblade or something, I know Xenoblade. Xenoblade, it's following in the footsteps of the previous games and adding a bunch of other stuff. So it's easy for me to discern, okay, I'm going to like this. Okay? Final Fantasy 16 is a whole different thing. So just understand what I'm saying, you know? Like, I get it, though. Yoshi P's fantastic. He's a great, great developer, but just let me get the game. Let's just see some more. I'm not going to hail it as the greatest thing ever with one trailer, you know? One trailer in like 2 years. That's ridiculous. All right. Thank you so much for the $40.01, Mr. Shut Up Nintendo Fanboy. Let's go and get up here. Let's get your name up here. Shut Up Nintendo Fanboy. Thank you for the $40.01. Just prizes writing out Bead Queen. I appreciate that. Anybody that's more than $40.01 that can beat up Shut Up Nintendo Fanboy on the board. All right. Thank you for the $40.01. I appreciate it. No, not triggered at all. I mean, like, not triggered whatsoever. I'm simply explaining to you. I think, Brandino, what your issue is when someone is more intelligent than you and talks that way, it overloads you. So therefore, you go on the defensive and you just say, he's triggered, he's mad. Because you can't actually counteract what I'm saying because you're not intelligent enough in this situation. Not you in general, just in this situation. You have no counter, so just say he's triggered. You know, just make a joke, say he's triggered. So I get that. We all got jokes, you know. But yeah, right now, you don't have any response to what I said because what I'm saying is actually right, you know. But it's all good. Let's see here. Elias says Yoshi P never directed a big game outside of Final Fantasy 14, which is an MMO RPG, not a core solo game. Haven't provided himself on regular apart from Bomberman 64. That's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't seen enough from him. I haven't played his games, his console RPGs, for me to sit there and just give him some type of crown and scepter as if he's the greatest thing ever for console-based single-player RPGs. He's done a great job with the MMOs, all massively multiplayer online RPGs. That's fantastic. I'm happy for him. I'm glad I love Square Enix. I'm a big fan of Square Enix. You'll see in my RPG video tomorrow, you know? So I'm a big fan of him. But I'm not going to just sit here and anoint Final Fantasy 16 as the greatest thing ever before I've even played it when it's a completely new, different style of game. You know, and if we don't have anything to go off of, FF14 and Final Fantasy 16 are not the same thing, you know? So I'm just being honest with you guys, you know? I'm just being honest, you know? That's it. Let's see here. Marcus Williams Jr. says predictions, Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, a new Metal Gear Solid, and a new Devil May Cry game. Yeah, you are reaching for the absolute moon, Marcus Williams Jr. You are like reaching for the moon. The man with the machine gun. All right, I got you. All right, let's get it. Let's see here. Can we get some biggity? What is biggity? Let's see here. Is it a bad business practice to show off PSVR 2 games tonight without showing off PSVR 2 hardware first? I think they already showed the PSVR 2 hardware, if I'm not correct, right? Gotham says, I've been thinking a lot about Final Fantasy 14 having offline version be released like Dragon Quest 10 offline. I'd be really down for that to experience that story. Yeah, give me Final Fantasy 14 offline edition and I'll be more than happy to spend $60 on that. But I don't subscribe to MMOs. That's just something that I told myself that I'm not gonna do. I don't want to sit hunched over in a PC, nor do I want to pay like monthly MMO type of deal. Like I'm not gonna play it enough. I don't have the time to sit there and play MMOs all day. So that's the reason why. But I mean, if there was an offline version that I can play at my leisure and not have to worry about it, then yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. OJ, I still have my copy of Xenoblade X sealed, but it's hard to contain myself to play it. Will I wait another 1 or 2 years to see if it comes to Switch? I mean, that's up to you, man. That's up to you. Let's see here. Word saying Yoshi P is the producer on Final Fantasy 16, not the director, but everyone's anointing Yoshi P as the greatest thing ever. So, you know, I mean, like I said, and I think he's fantastic, but I just want to play more. I mean, I had nothing, you know, I tried to settle it, you know, normal, you know, and I just talked about it, but he kept on Brandino kept on going. So I had to drop okay, well, look, man, look here, listen, you know, I mean, I didn't want to take it that far, but then he also come, oh, you're triggered because I just simply explained my viewpoint, you know. So I didn't start it. I can tell you that. Let's see here. I'm ashamed you asked what is biggity. Oh, biggity. Oh, Buck Bumble. Okay, cool. Okay. I got you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 40. Mr. Shut Up Nintendo Fanboy Andre Wine. Buck Bumble theme coming up. Wouldn't you play a Xenoblade MMO? I mean, I'd try it out, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm gonna play it all day. No, I try it out though, just because it's Xenoblade. But I mean, I've tried out Final Fantasy 11 before. You know, I've tried out, you know, Final Fantasy MMO. Like I've played that one and I thought it was okay, but I just don't have the time to just be being all day in MMOs. But to be honest, I probably wouldn't even play a Xenoblade MMO because like I don't even do every single bit of content in a lot of Xenoblade games. I do most of the content. But I mean, I don't even do everything in those games. So I mean, like endless content of Xenoblade. I mean, I just think it'd be lame. Like the thing about Xenoblade that makes it so good, it's the story. The story in Xenoblade is phenomenal. Some might even say the story's better than the gameplay, which I think a lot of people might think that too. You know, but for me, I love the story so much. That's like what makes Xenoblade super good. So for me personally, Um, unless they made some type of crazy, you know, Xenoblade MMO where the story is just as good and like ties back and has all sorts of cool stuff, then maybe I'd be down for that. But I mean, I don't know if, I mean, just playing the game just to play the game and just, you know, rating and stuff like that, I'm not sure if that's going to be a thing for me, you know? It's just not my thing. Hey, what's up, Surge? Because there's been MMOs made in lots of franchises that I like, you know? And I'm just like, you know, because I like Final Fantasy. I've beat pretty much every single Final Fantasy. I mean, I've played all the main Final Fantasies and beat all of them. So, I mean, like, you know, they made Final Fantasy 14 and I'm like, you know? So, yeah. You were never timed out, Brandino. I don't recall you being timed out. I think your comment just got deleted, but if you were timed out, my bad. I didn't time you. I think somebody else timed you out. But yeah, try not to time out Brandino. He's cool. Let's see here. You're such a good, you don't know what the biggity is. Well, no, you gotta say the biggity buck. That's what you gotta say. I don't have 100 hours a week to dedicate to MMO when I have 4 kids, a job, and a business. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's my issue. I mean, like, if I'm gonna dedicate time to a game, like 100 hours, like, it's gonna be a game that I'm gonna make like a review on. You know, I'm gonna make like Triangle Strategy or something like that. It's gonna be a game that ends, that I can, okay, I beat it. This is what I'm talking about. You know, this is what's going on right here. You know, so that's what's gonna happen. Mr. Davis, what music do you want? You said play you some music. What music would you like? You didn't tell me what you want. This is what's my game of the year so far? My game of the year so far is probably Triangle Strategy. That's probably my game of the year so far, but Xenoblade 3 is coming very soon. But yeah, Triangle Strategy is probably my game of the year. Triangle Strategy, Pokemon Legends Arceus are probably like my top 2. And then, you know, maybe like Kirby or something else. I don't know. So yeah, those are like my tops right now. I've been playing a lot of games from like last year that don't count, like, you know, Scarlet Nexus and stuff like that on other systems. I didn't like Elden Ring, so I didn't really like Elden Ring too much, so yeah. And I haven't played Horizon Forbidden West yet. Let's see here. Hell Knight with the $20. Thank you so much, Hell Knight. I do appreciate the $20 donation. No message though. So yeah. Oh my gosh, Deltarune Buck Bumble. I want to listen to this. Mr. Davis, what music do you want? Hey, what's up? What's up, Vanguard? What's up, Fizzwin? What's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome. Let's see here. My game of the year is Triangle Strategy, hands down. Yeah, Triangle Strategy is really good. Yo, thank you so much, Hell Knight. Once again, shout out. Thank you for the $20. We are 30 minutes away from this state of play starting up, man. I am excited to get into this state of play. Let's go. I am excited to get into it. Thank you guys for handling the bots too. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Afternoon, OJ. Hope you're keeping cook in the seat. I think you meant keeping cool in the seat. Yes, I am. It's 91 degrees where I live. I've got my rotating fan on and I've got an air conditioner. Where I live in the Central Valley in California, if you don't have an air conditioner, you're cooked. You're cooked. What's up, Polo? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What is good? Shout outs. Let's see here. Just regarding my response, I apologize if I came off rude though. No, you came off, that's fine, man. It's fine, Brandino. You had a little bit of attitude on that one after my response. It's okay. That's why I didn't want you even timed out for that. You know, for saying that I was triggered. I'm good. I mean, I dish it out. I can take it, right? I'd be kind of a snowflake if I wasn't able to take somebody just saying that, you know? I ain't mad at you, homie. Let's see here. Let's see. So do you think SMT5 is one of the better stories in recent years? I don't know if it's one of the better stories in recent years because unfortunately with SMT5, you have to do all the side quests to get all the story. So that's why there's a lot of people that say that the story's not that great, because if you don't do all the side quests, then you don't get all the main, like literally main story points. But if you do everything and you think a little bit about it, it's actually a really good story. But I mean, I like it. It's one of my favorite stories, and but I don't know if it's one of the better stories like recently out of everything. Like if we're counting like Xenoblade, and if we're counting Triangle Strategy, if we're counting like everything, I don't know. But it's, I mean, I like it. So yeah. So yeah, that's just kind of how I feel about it. Thank you, Alvin. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Listening to the Bumble. I want the Buck Bumble remake. Buck Bumble remake? I think Dre would definitely... You guys can shake hands on that. So, yeah. Diablo Immortal. OJ, have you dabbled? I'm not big on smartphone games unless a developer pays me. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I'm honest. You gotta pay me for me to talk about a smartphone game, you know, like, or for me to play a smartphone game. Shout outs to Nairo, but we're watching the same thing. Let me play some Bayonetta music for Mr. Davis. Bayonetta theme. Shout outs to my man Nairo. Awesome dude. All right, let's see here. Shout outs to Woodoo. Thank you so much for the Jonin tier pledge. Let's get some new members up in this piece, guys. For everyone that's watching, if you want to support the channel because you like the live streams, you like my energy and content, become a member. It's only $1 to become a member, and it gets you all sorts of cool benefits, access, emotes. One of the mods, show off the sexy emotes that you get from OJ's channel. Custom emotes. Let's go, baby. You also get your name highlighted in green. It's easier for me to see, answer your questions. And you get private Discord access too, so you can play games against me. Like Mario Strikers, Battle League. Let's go. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for the support. Voodoo. Jonin tier too, baby. Went up a little bit. What's your number one game you hope to see tonight? Final Fantasy 16. SK. How do you become a member? Hit the join button on your screen. Or you can click the notification, or you can click the link in the description, and then you'll see become a member. Or you can hit the join, or you can type an exclamation mark member, all lowercase, and a pop-up will pop up in the chat. There's multiple ways to become a member. Like I said, it's only $1. So if we can get back to 500, that'd be lit. Or if we got 374 people in here. If we got half of you guys to become a member, that would be like the greatest thing ever. And if it just blew up on the top of my page, just member, you guys would make me a happy person. And I would release a really great video tomorrow for all of you guys if that happened. Let's go. So yeah, let's get it. Shout outs. I heard Diablo Eternal was a cash grab, so I avoided it. I'd love to play it on PC, but it hasn't been brought over. Yeah, I don't know anything about a Diablo Immortal. I haven't even covered it. I don't know about it at all. OJ, you think we'll see Resident Evil 4 remake? Maybe. Probably not though. Shout out to Necro Banana. Thank you for becoming a member as well. Welcome back to the Jonin Tier Squad, baby. Welcome back. Any chance of Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 tonight? I don't think so, because FF16 isn't even out yet. I love these emotes. Those emotes are not part of the membership. You know that. Baba Booey. I didn't forget. I didn't update my my next payment method. Sorry, Mr. OJ. No, you're good. Mr. Necro Banana, you've already supported so much that you've already paid for like memberships for like years at this point. So you're good, man. Hoping a random PlayStation PC port, but I doubt they'll announce that here. I mean, most of the big PlayStation games are, I mean, God of War, Horizon, Days Gone, those are all up already, right? So, yeah. Yo, shout out to my man Delta Pivo with the membership. Let's freaking go. Thank you guys. Get on that tune in tier, baby. Get on that tune in tier, baby. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Any chance for God of War Ragnarok? No, because, I mean, there's always a chance, but probably not, because they did say that it's going to be third-party and VR games. So, unless there's God of War Ragnarok VR, or unless it supports VR. Let's see, what about Dreams VR? I think that's a possibility for Dreams VR. Yeah, I guess. I'm not a VR guy, though. Let's see here. Yo, shout out to the Go Green. Says, if you're not green in this chat, I will ban you. Low tier God reference. Shout outs to Low tier God. That dude's hilarious. Go Green. Oh man, I was listening to this Robotic British Broadcasting Company. That was the most hilarious song I've ever heard in my life, bro. Y'all got SP Scarecrow with the $5. Just wanted to support is all. Yo, shout outs to SP. You're already helping out, homie. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Do you think about FF? What do you think about another FF game other than 16 mentioned? Another FF game? Like what other FF game? Am I excited for Star Wars Jedi Survivor? Not really. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. What are you hoping for this event? Final Fantasy 16. What's up, MZAP? Welcome. NVIDIA GeForce Twitter did tweet the state of play tweet. So yeah, there's some games maybe all will be on PC. Maybe. Okay, so NVIDIA GeForce, so the GeForce leak. Okay. So maybe some PC announcements for some games. Somebody mentioned like SMT5 PC, if that's going to be on there. Katana Riku came in and said, a little bit too early for that. So we'll see. Maybe Final Fantasy Tactics, the remastered. Maybe that. I'm interested to see what shows up. I got a PS5, so I'm ready to go. I'm surprised that Spider-Man PS4 is not on PC. Maybe Spider-Man next. Maybe Spider-Man next. So yeah. Makes no sense for God of War to not be there if it's truly coming out this year. Well, God of War on PC, didn't it come out last year? Or no, are you talking about like you mean the State of Play? Well, no, they can have a separate State of Play later. They can have a State of Play in 2 months. Talk about God of War. Because God of War is probably not going to be it's probably going to be like a November title maybe, or a October title. So, I mean, you don't have to show God of War right now. You could definitely show it like in July or August, and you'll be fine, you know? Let's see, you finally bought a PS5 today. Can't wait. Nice, TS. Have I played Triangle Strategy? Yes, watch my review on the channel. OJ, you think we'll see other Marvel games from Insomniac? The Wolverine game? No, because they said that it's going to be third-party games, guys. Third-party games. Third-party and PSVR 2. So, no. Oh, God of War came out January for PC. Oh, January for PC. Okay, I thought it was last year. Okay, cool. Hey, you. What's up, Chupa? I want to shake your hand. Yeah, expecting Breath of the Wild. There you go. Moderator with the dollar says, if you aren't green by the time the State of Play starts, you'll be banned. It's only $1. Stop being cheap. Instead of going to McDonald's, sub to Player Essence. Hey, look, I understand that McDonald's is very tasty. But yes, you can increase your lifespan and your heart instead of give up that double cheeseburger and help your boy OJ out instead, man. When I gave up McDonald's, all of a sudden, like, I started not having man boobs. So, yeah, like, it's definitely something that you can think about. Think about it for just a second, you know? Think about it. Prodigy Eve, I think you meant Project Eve. Thank you for the dollar donation, moderator. Let's see. I'd love to see Final Fantasy Pixel Remastered announced for the console, but I won't hold my breath. Yeah. So sorry, the double cheeseburger is good. The double cheeseburger is so good. So good, baby. So good. Oh, man. So good. I'll be surprised if God of War Ragnarok comes out this year, since almost all of them released in March, April. Well, we'll see. We will see. We will see what happens with God of War. Are you excited? Are you excited? I struggle to pay rent. Hey, don't support if you can't actually do it. So if you're struggling to pay rent, then obviously pay your rent, because nobody wants to see you get kicked out of your place. So yeah, we're only talking about people who can actually, you know, afford it. But that's why we make it cheap for you guys. That's why we make it only $1. Obviously, I like the moderator guy, so I'll go ahead and carry out his wishes. No, don't do that. Yeah, God of War will kind of have its own presentation, but it follows Horizon. It's not this year. But if it follows Horizon, it's not this year. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll see, though. You get one McDonald's burger for 5 minutes of entertainment, 1 month for OJ. Exactly. There you go. Heart attack on wrapped up. I'm making chicken enchiladas for supper with fat-free refined beans and some lime rice. Ooh, that sounds good. OJ, can you play Ninja Turtles or Bayonetta for me? I already played Bayonetta for you. I'm playing Bayonetta right now, Mr. Davis. I'm playing Bayonetta right now for you. Like, what do you... I'm playing Bayonetta right now for you, Mr. Davis. Yo, Surge with the 99 cents. Thank you so much, Surge. I appreciate that. You should have become a member instead, though, Surge. Don't just become a member instead. That's better, because then you get like the emotes and all that for that 99 cents. So just become a member if you're gonna do that. But no, thank you for the 99 cents. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Are you worried no PlayStation exclusive this summer? No, I ain't never worried about PlayStation. I'm not a main PlayStation gamer. Like, I play my Switch the most. All I'm worried about is making sure that I get my Nintendo Switch, you know, games, my RPGs and all that. As long as I got those, I'm happy. If Xbox and Sony don't come out with nothing, I mean, yeah, I'd like them to come out with something, but if they don't, what can I do? I can't, you know, put a gun to their head and, well, maybe in America you can. But anyway, I can't do anything to force them to put out more games, you know, or anything like that. So yeah. Yo, shout outs to Brandino with the membership. Thank you so much, Brandino. I appreciate that. Glad we can come to terms. See, look, I wasn't mad at you the whole time, baby. Thank you for the tune-in tier pledge. I appreciate that, Brandino. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Serge. I appreciate that. But what if you ask them nicely? I mean, it's hard to make games, guys. It's not easy. It's not easy. Hit that like button, though, guys. We're about 20 minutes away from the show, so hit that like button. Let's see here. Shout outs to Bandhammer with the dollar donation. Says next person to super chat instead of Streamlabs will get banned. We don't support 70%. This man's popping off. Yo, thank you for the dollar. Bandhammer. Shout outs. He says, oh my bad, I cannot hear it. It's okay, let me play your TMNT music for you. Yeah, let me play your TMNT music, Mr. Davis. TMNT. Thank you for the donations earlier. But I'm definitely playing. Could you guys hear the music on there? Shout outs to Man Stuff 6 to 9 with the freaking tune in tier pledge. Thank you guys so much. Let's get back to 500, boys and girls. We got 400 people in here. We got 400 people in here. Let's get back to 502. Let's go. Get a bonus stream going. Let's see here. Psychotic Assault says not really. Not really what? Just checking in, but do you think they'll give pricing and release date for PSVR 2? I mean, maybe. That's a possibility. Let's see here. I predict there's going to be a new Persona game or Tekken 8. We already read that prediction that you had, Marcus Williams. I don't think so. I don't think Atlas is going to give them a Persona announcement. You know, I don't think so. Low for this track. The music was low. Okay. Let me rate. How about now? Resident Evil 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4. Let's see here. Atlas will have their reveal at the Summer Games Fest. You think that they're gonna announce a new Persona game at the Summer Games Fest? I thought it was gonna be like their own like P Live concerts and stuff like that, you know? Stray release date? I don't know. Yo! My man! Reason to go green. My man Dre with the 6 says this dono is for members only. Mario Strikers giveaway. Too bad y'all didn't go green, cheapos. All right, we'll do a Mario Strikers giveaway. I'll post it on Twitter. We have the what's it called tomorrow, the first kick demo. So I'll post that on there so then we can have a giveaway, and then we'll probably give it away like right before the game comes out, so we can hype it up a bit. Cause that's a pretty big giveaway. Reason to go green, but yeah, of course if you're a member, you'll have more of a chance to win Mario Strikers. Shout outs to my man Dre for that Mario Strikers giveaway. Let's go. Shout outs. Let's get it. I cannot wait for Mario Strikers. That's going to be a great game. Thank you for the 60. If anybody does more than 60, they can beat up my man. Reason to go green. Mario Strikers giveaway, baby. Yeah, Dre's been back. Keely claiming the Atlas concert too. Yeah, you probably would. That's Keely for you. That's Keely for you. Surge with the $1 pledge via Patreon. Thank you so much, Surge. I appreciate that. Thank you for pledging. I do appreciate that. I think that Atlas is probably gonna like port like the original Soul Hackers to PC and be like, look at this new announcement that we've got. You know, like the original Soul Hackers is finally coming to PC. You asked for it, you get it. Soul Hackers, the original Soul Hackers, comes to PC only. It's like, that's an Atlas announcement at Summer Games Fest, dude. Yo, but thank you so much, Reason to Go Green. Thank you for that. Thank you for the big 60. And yeah, we're gonna get a nice giveaway going for members. Or at least members have a lot higher chance to win. If Street Fighter 6 shows up, hopefully it doesn't say console exclusive, PlayStation 5 behind it. I think SF is best when it's on multiple platforms, strengthens the franchise. Yeah, I mean, we'll see though. I think Capcom doesn't care. Capcom just wants to get as much money as possible off of Street Fighter, so they'll take any big deal they can get, you know? They'll take any big deal that they can get, it seems. Resident Evil 9, let's go. What's up, Unreal Christian? What's up, Aaron? What's up, TH3? What's up, St. Lugia? How hyped am I? About a 6 out of 10. Has everything from the PlayStation Showcase released? Has everything from the PlayStation Showcase released? Which one? Probably not. Put it so members have a 20% chance to win. I can do that. Yeah, so that non-greens have has a real chance. Yeah, I can do that. I can put it to where I can max it out. So yeah, we'll max it out. We'll put up a Twitter post and then we'll max it out in a live stream. We'll just do it once you're here in a live stream, because I think you're gonna be around for Mario Strikers, right? You're gonna play, right, Jay? So we can just give it away on Mario Strikers. Like, we can just announce the announce the giveaway tomorrow, the day after, and then we can give it away on Mario Strikers release date. Frankie, and he says, any chance of KOTOR remake information? Potential. Potential. Let's see, OJ, have the Gumball sleep meme ready. I don't have the Gumball sleep meme ready because, actually, no, I do have the Gumball sleep meme ready. Never mind. I do have it ready. Yo, Holic with the $5.60 to summoning circle for Final Fantasy 16. Let's go, OJ. Can you play the Sunlit Waterscape from FF13? Okay, yeah, I can. FF13 is a very forgettable game. So I forgot what that was at first, but I'll remember. I'll remember once I see it. Oh yeah, I remember this place. I remember. Yo, shout outs. Thank you for the $5.16. Appreciate that. According to the older gamer friends, Atlas games are a great investment if you're collecting. Better than Nintendo even. Yeah, they are pretty good. They always become kind of rare. A lot of Atlas games. They do get kind of rare in a lot of cases. Is the Xbox One this month too? I know Nintendo will be more likely to have their directs. Yeah, Xbox One is, I think it's, or Xbox is June 12th or 14th, something like that. So yeah. Yeah, when is the Xbox showcase? Let me double check. Xbox presentation. Sunday, June 12th at 10 a.m. So next Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. They are remaking Pinocchio. Pinocchio? Okay, cool. Sounds good. OJ, which Final Fantasy main entry would you like to see remade? Not considering FF7. Well, there's a rumor about FF9, but FF6, that'd be a dope remake. FF6. What's up, Big Burr? What is up? Welcome. Do you think they're gonna top Dynamax in the new Pokemon game? They've already topped Dynamax in the new Pokemon game by making it completely open world. That's already beats out whatever the gimmick that Dynamax is. So yes, the fact that you can go anywhere that you want, explore anywhere that you want, have your friends in the game, they can all explore, and that's already 15 times better than Dynamax. 5 billion times. That is a gazillion times better than Dynamax. No offense to Dynamax fans. Let's see, might see more of Hogwarts. Oh yeah, Sony does have a exclusive marketing deal with Hogwarts. So yeah, I'm gonna get it, but not play it. Player, since I usually just get games down just to have them in my collection. Welcome to the club, Dre. Every game that's behind the front are all brand new, not open. All brand new, not opened. I mean, and there's like a ton of them back here. So yeah, a lot of them, I just wait for them to go on sale, and then I buy them when they're on sale. I buy them for like cheap when they're on sale. That's what I do. Or a company will just send me the games, so yeah. But I play all of the main Nintendo games. I play all of those. Like, I always play all the main Nintendo ones. So like, Mario Strikers, Fire Emblem, Zelda, well, if there's a Final Fantasy game, then yeah, I'll play that. But yeah. Let's see here. Bear might be interested in the wooden little boy. He might be. Jed says, what is likely to be at the state of play that you're excited for? Maybe Final Fantasy 16. I don't know if it's likely though. Melissa is hyped for the Pinocchio movie. I mean, I liked Pinocchio back in the day, but I guess I kind of fell out of love with Pinocchio. It wasn't my favorite, Disney type of deal. I like The Lion King though, Melissa. I'm a big fan of The Lion King. I even like that crusty remake of The Lion King. I watched it when I was on the way back from Nigeria. So yeah, I like The Lion King. I think that's a great Disney movie. Oh, I also like Remember the Titans. That's a Disney movie too. So Remember the Titans, Lion King, those are like my two favorites, or two of my favorites. I like what was it, Fantasia or whatever. I used to watch that all the time back like early 90s or something like that. That's old as hell. I used to watch Fantasia or whatever, like Mickey Mouse. He'd be like doing all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I watched that too. That was cool. That was dope. I've watched a lot of Disney. I like Aladdin. I liked Aladdin back in the day too. Aladdin was great, you know. What's up, T-Zone? What song is in the background? All the music is right here. Just put your phone to your face or just look well and you'll see the music. Fantasia's from the 60s. Exactly. I'm old. I'm 48. So I remember watching it back when I was little. Let's see here. Fantasia 2000. I've never seen Fantasia 2000. Is that a new one? Never seen it. Studio Ghibli movies as a kid? No. Let's see here. I got a good question. You might see more gameplay blame your, I think, my Ninja Turtles game. Maybe, Mr. Davis. My cousin was an animator. Your cousin was an animator on The Lion King. Was he also your uncle? Did you have an uncle that worked at Nintendo? No, I'm joking. Says, bro, all the remakes are dookie. Kinda. They kinda are dookie. Yeah, they kinda are. But they're nostalgia. Like the Lion King remake, it's like the same thing, but just not animated. It's just like real lions and stuff. It's like CG lions also. It's still a great movie, but it's just realistic looking. So that was kind of weird. That was weird. I was just like, I like it because the plot and everything's still there, but it's not animated. But hey, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Also disappointed in the live action version of Lion King, but the play is awesome. Yeah. My daughter loved Frozen, and she used to always say, "Dad, buy me Frozen. I want Frozen. I want Elsa, Anna, you know, Olaf." I used to buy her all this. Oh my God, the amount of Frozen stuff I used to buy my daughter back in the day when she was little. Man, I used to buy her so much Frozen stuff. So I've seen Frozen. I mean, it's an okay movie. I don't really like it, but I've watched it with her so many times. She's like, "Dad, watch Frozen with me. Watch Frozen with me." And I'm like, okay. She likes it so much. Back when the Rosalina amiibo came out, she called her Frozelina because she thought it was a character from Frozen too. I was like, "No, this is from Mario." She's like, "No, Frozelina. She's gonna be in Frozen." I'm like, "No, Rosalina, Mario anime, Mario." Like, "No, Dad, no, I know." I'm like, "All right, you're stubborn just like I am. All right, you win. Sure, Frozelina." So yeah. Let's see here. What can we expect from Sucker Punch new game? Well, we'll see what they do. I don't know if they're gonna do a ghost or if they're gonna do something else, you know. So yeah, we'll see. Hello all. Any chance for Outer Worlds 2? Outer Worlds 2, if I'm not correct, that's Xbox. I think Xbox would probably have that at their presentation, not Sony. So yeah. Frozelina sounds like a frozen form of Rosalina. Yeah, like maybe like when you get like the frozen or like the ice ball power up that like you can shoot like an ice ball, like a fireball in Mario. That's Frozelina right there. A candy coated hot dog? Probably not. Tango better than Frozen. You can fight my daughter over that. I do not care, you know. I do not care about, you know, little girls movies. I watched all the Incredibles because my father would watch every night for months. Yeah. Like, let's see some more gameplay. Ninja Turtles game. Yeah, I think no, not Spider-Man 2, Mr. Davis. Ninja Turtles maybe, but not Spider-Man 2. This is gonna be third-party games at this show. Third-party games. Nintendo Academy with the $5. It says Final Fantasy 16. Let's go. Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate that. Yo, Surge! Thank you for the tune-in tier pledge. Let's go. Guys, we are 1 member away and 3 members away from the goal. Can we get that? Can we hit that new member goal? Hit the join button. We're back to 500 today. Let's go. I didn't expect it. We were 7 down. Let's get there. Hit that like button too while you're at it. Hit that like button. Become a member too. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Nintendo Academy, thank you for the $5. Search, thank you for the membership. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, you can cancel that Patreon one if you want, Serge. It's all good, dude.
I'm gonna shake your hand.
You can cancel it. Shinru with the $3 says, I freaking hated the Lion King remake. I met a new friend and we decided to watch it. I never wanted to walk out of the theater so bad until I saw that trash. As someone who loved the original, who still has the VHS tapes, they ruined it for me. All right, Shinru has some, post-traumatic, stress disorder. He's got some, a bit traumatic experience for this man. Pray for him. Hopefully you can recover from it, Shinru. Thank you for the $3 though. I appreciate it. Let's go. Shout outs. Let's go. Bought a PS5 for those Final Fantasy exclusives. Hope we get more info on Final Fantasy. Yes, sir, Frankie. Let's see here. Come on, I want the Bat Phoenix remake, please. Okay. The new Lion King is pretty blasphemous. That was blasphemous. No cap, the new Lion King was garbage. It's the same movie. It's just that people didn't like the CG, I guess. It's still the same movie though. Like, still the same plot and everything. Let's see. Since that dono was a giveaway, I don't think it's right for my alter ego to be streaming Jiro Hokage. Okay. I think that you're correct about that. So let's change it, and then we're gonna go to the state of play. I think maybe the last one was reason. You don't want. What about reason to go green? How about that? I'm just gonna put your name on here, Andre. So I think you've done the most. So we're just gonna put your name. So we'll just do that because I don't have a ton of time. Yo, let's go. Psychart 89, thank you for the freaking tune-ins here. Let's go, 500, baby. We need some more though. Otherwise, I think some people dropped off because they didn't move up. Let's get it. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Let's get it. Yo, let's go. New members. We getting a lot of new members today. Let's go. All right, let's pause this. That's some good music though. That's actually some really dope music. That's actually some really dope music. All right. Yo, let's go! Member hype, Jakin with the Jonin tier. Let's freaking go! Let's go, baby! I don't know why it's not moving to 500, guys. Become a member. You gotta become more. So, because sometimes people unsub, then they resub. People are unsubbing, and then it's not back balancing out the numbers. Let's go. Let's get that 500 tick. Let's see. No, they actually changed a few scenes and removed the track from the original Lion King. It's not the same. It's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. Abandoned remake? Abandoned? Hey, what's up, the shooter? My man, the shooter. You know I gotta mention it. You know I gotta mention the Wii U when I see you, bro. One of the few left. What's up, shooter? Here for Final Fantasy 16 clown face, clown emojis. Yeah, the clown emojis. We ready for those clown emojis. We ready for those clown emojis, baby. I'll turn up the volume once it starts up, guys, so don't worry about that. New Dragon Ball game for State of Play. Ooh, new Dragon Ball. New Dragon Ball? Let's see, it's just the same. It's just Beyonce ruined it with their voice acting. No Queen. Don't let the Queen Bee fans tell you that, Donnie. You're gonna get hunted down by them, you know? Let's go though. Star Wars 1313 confirmed. Yo, what's up, shooter? Welcome. It's your boy. What's up, man? Welcome. Aiden Quinn, Naruto Fighters. Ooh! Oh my God, I would love that. Give me a Hunter x Hunter Fighters. Give me a Naruto Fighters, bro. That would make my freaking day. I wish. They've been making fighters and everything, but what I want. Yeah, give me Naruto Fighters. Give me Hunter x Hunter, or give me Yu Yu Hakusho. Any one of those in the fighter style, I'll take any one of those in the fight. Or even like Fire Emblem, give me Xenoblade, give me Yu Yu. Oh man, I'll take any one of those. We don't need DBZ Fighters 2. We need like a new fighters. We need like a new fighters, like a new franchise, a new anime franchise. That's what we need. One Piece fighters. One Piece fighters would be lit because One Piece is lit, but I don't like One Piece like that. Or I haven't watched One Piece like that, so I wouldn't be as hyped for it. But that would be lit though. But give me Naruto, give me Hunter x Hunter, give me, you know, Yu Yu Hakusho, give me Xeno, give me Fire Emblem. I'd take any one of those. Or give me My Hero, give me My Hero fighters. Yup, I'd take a My Hero fighters. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, the Naruto games on the GameCube were some of the best. That's Clash of Ninja. Clash of Ninja is my favorite Naruto fighting game, is Clash of Ninja. Those are actually really good games. I went to a tournament. I won a tournament when I was in college in that game. It was Naruto Shippuden, no, Naruto Clash of Ninja Revolution 2. Naruto Clash of Ninja Revolution 2. That was the game that we played. Long overdue. Yeah, we're long overdue for a Hunter x Hunter game. I made a video about Hunter x Hunter video games, and they all suck. There's like one, I don't know if there's even one good Hunter x Hunter game. Like, most of them are trash. I think there might be one good one, but all the Hunter x Hunter games are really bad. So yeah, we are definitely long overdue for like a Hunter x Hunter game. Like, there's like nothing. I think there's probably like a good game or two somewhere, like Japan only or something, but most Hunter x Hunter games are just complete trash. Oh yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho does not have, I think there's a good Yu Yu Hakusho game, but I can't recall what it is. I can't recall, you know, what it is or anything like that. All right, let's go. You ready? All right. Show starts. (3/24/2023). Oh, wait, what's the release date? FF16? Oh! Oh, Last of Us? No. Rockstar? Red Dead? Oh, Resident Evil! Oh, Resident Evil 4 remake! Oh!
Everyone to roost. I've located Baby Eagle.
Oh! Woo! Oh, let's go! Oh my god! Yo, the graphics are nuts! Oh, there's Ada. Oh, that's the first place you go to! Oh yeah, the first place!
Yes, you, me. Picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
Leon. Oh man!
You will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
Woo! March 2023.
If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second.
Ash,
This time, it can be different.
Ashley looking like Anna right there from Ms. and Mr.
It has
Gaming. That Anna there? Let's go. Yo, shout outs. March 24th. PSVR 2 content? RGT in the house?
State of Play returns, and we've got some great PlayStation updates to share with you today. And thanks to Capcom for kicking it off with Resident Evil 4, coming to PS5 with PlayStation VR 2 content also in development. Now let's get a sneak peek at 4 games in development for PlayStation VR 2.
Okay. This is when I kind of tune out, guys. I'm sorry.
Now, let's take a look at him. Wow. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you? Let's see how special you are. Yes, Mother. Yes, Mother. Man blood. Oh, be careful what you wish for, Ethan Winters.
What are you doing?
You, of all people, have the audacity to question me? You, who emerged from the putrid waters of the bayou to plunder our righteous gains and cut our throats like a demon in the night. What have you done to ensure the future of this forsaken city? You, who have brought nothing but chaos. When death was swallowing this city whole, it was I who resurrected it. It was I who shined as a beacon of hope for all. The tower cries out for blood, and I vow to spill it. When the bells ring, the song they sing will be righteous. Welcome home, tourist.
Resident Evil 4 looks like way more scarier. The whole graphics overhaul. Dope, man. I'm excited for Resident Evil 4 remake. And we got a release date for it. Got a release date and everything. No Man's Sky Gundam battle? It was just too much VR, man.
Where are you taking me?
Too much VR.
I asked you a question. Everyone says Reyes is a good shot.
Yeah, and I'll put arrows through both of us. You're switching with me.
I don't think they'd give a release date for RE4 remake if it wasn't ready.
We're not gonna make it!
I mean, that's still about a year away. I mean, I don't think they're gonna delay Resident Evil 4 remake. They don't ever announce the release dates for Resident Evil remakes and then like delay them. They've all came out on time.
Blameless Murad had me released from prison. But why? Redemption is still possible, Reyes. Climb the mountain. Find out why the machines are attacking.
They've been working on Resident Evil 4 remake for a while now, though. Like, look at this slow variety. Like, look at this. I mean, no, I'm good on all this. Like, they look at how slow they're moving because of VR. Like, it ain't even. I'm good.
You shall be a free man. It will take all your wits.
Floating hands.
And courage.
I'm good on VR.
You have walked in the shadows, Reyes. Now it is time to climb into the light.
catch these floating hands. I just think it's so weird that your hands are just like floating.
Hi, I'm Ben McCaw, Narrative Director at Guerrilla. I hope you enjoyed your first look at Horizon Call of the Mountain, coming exclusively to PlayStation VR 2. We're also happy to announce that a big update to Horizon Forbidden West, including New Game Plus, will be available to download on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 today.
Major update, okay. Now we got something. Performance mode. Okay. Transmog. Skill points. Now, you don't buy Horizon when it first launches. You just wait and then buy the definitive edition of it. When they add all the cool stuff and make it way better. That's all you don't buy Horizon at launch. You just wait till it's like
For
$20.
details on this free update, please check out PlayStation Blog. From all of us at Guerrilla, thank you for your continued support, and please stay tuned for more updates to come.
At least that's what I do.
Get ready. A PlayStation fan favorite is coming to PC.
Okay, PC. What's next? Next PC game? Spider-Man?
These past few years, sacrificing so much and asking for nothing.
Ratchet and Clank! PC! Oh, no, Spider-Man!
You have to be the kind of man
Spider-Man!
who can make the hardest decisions.
I said maybe Spider-Man can go to PC.
You really need two of those?
You are everything that's wrong with this city!
I'm gonna go,
Nice.
Do your thing.
You can't just push people around like that.
Just ask for help next time.
Time to bring back the glory days.
Spider-Man Remastered.
Did you just
August
leave your
12th?
clothes on the kitchen floor?
That's gonna make a lot of money for them, I can tell you that. Oh, here comes this Katana Riku game. Cat game. Cat people game. Misclick game. It's a stealth game. Stealth Kitty. July 19th. Okay. Just filling out the summer library for the PS5. Well, kind of.
Explore a mysterious cyber city in Stray, coming to PS5 and PS4 July 19th. PlayStation Plus Extra members and higher can download Stray at no extra cost when it launches next month.
That's good.
Up next, 3 games that will get your heart racing.
Racing? Gran Turismo update? Okay, oh, what's this? What's this? Star Citizen PlayStation. Dead Space. Dead Space. Dead Space remake.
Take a look outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the Dead Moon? Dead. Just like you would have been if I hadn't fished you out of that wreck.
Stranding Death.
So whatever you're holding on to right there, that's your old life. You gotta let that go. Because your new life is entirely in my hands. I'm just trying to give you a chance at rebirth.
Yo, thanks for the $2, Ashoka Tano. Thanks for the 2. Ow, the eye! Oh, this game actually looks kind of cool.
must love that last part.
Yeah, baby. I love that last part, baby. That's the part that I love the most.
Gives me chills every time.
Mm-hmm. Oh! Better Call Saul. The Callisto Protocol. December 2nd, 2022. Okay. Sounds like a budget, or it sounds like, it looks like Dead Space.
In the year 2030, a new blood sport grips the globe.
What's this? Private Division.
And in the arena, there will only be the victorious and the dead.
Oh! Roller derby flips? Skate, grinding and shooting somebody, roller derby? Looking like Speed Racer! Got that Speed Racer helmet on!
The world is watching.
That Antonio Banderas is...
Roller drone.
Sometimes I wonder if things will ever be normal again.
Oh my god, that was great. That was great. Oh! Wait, what's this? Whoa. What's this? What is... Man got his hand cut off, now he's doing all sorts of anime stuff.
The world hasn't ended yet. It's not hopeless. I won't let anyone else get hurt!
Nexus Scarlet?
You want science in your corner?
Scarlet Nexus?
Oh, ew. I'm going to miss them.
17 Sentinels action RPG?
Seeing what you can do.
Not Bohino ripoff? Ben Min Teklami Flense? What's this? I want to see what it looks cool. Eternites? Eternites? Early 2023. Okay, so next year. So we'll have to learn more later. That looks cool.
Action games and dating sims collide in Eternites, coming to PS5 and PS4 next year.
Okay.
Let's check back in with Capcom for a new look at an upcoming heavy hitter.
Oh. Upcoming heavy hitter. Street Fighter? Yep, Street Fighter. It's gotta be Street Fighter. Yep, Naval Born Fighter's power and speed. Yep, Street Fighter. Yep, Street Fighter. Is it gonna be exclusive though? It's Street Fighter 6. It's definitely Street Fighter 6.
When you go looking for strength, it's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real ending.
Punch!
Okay then, hope you're ready to begin. You want to start off on the right foot in this city. Hit the streets.
Hey, there I do this. Never fear losing.
Buff Leffen.
When I get up in the game, you're up here improving. A real problem, but I solve them on Facebook.
Is it an action RPG?
You talking fool. Yeah, y'all wanna win? Let me spin, boy. Or dunk aside, I'm super fly like I'm hanging on.
What is that, RPG? What is it? What is all this? Yakuza? You can randomly go up to people and fight? Yo, look at Chun-Li. Not sure about the new outfit though, but. Sexy Ryu. You know Street Fighter 6 is gonna be lit though. Graphically, it's a lot. It's pretty impressive.
The top player is here. Let me have some
Jamie,
fun.
Ready?
Luke, Chun-Li, Ryu. Oh man, look at those tights. Chun-Li's pants. Woo! Like Eddie Gordo. Oh, what are these new moves? Evolved V-shift? I like the splashing colors. I like that, kind of like Street Fighter 4. It's looking really good.
This is our destiny. My secret art.
Shoryuken! It's like a new style. They changed the logo. They changed the Battle Hub. Got the old school. Your moment. Oh, it's on PS4? Whoa, wait a minute. It's a PS4 game?
That was your first look at Street Fighter 6 gameplay. Mark your calendars. It comes to PS5 and PS4 in 2023.
They didn't mention exclusive though.
Now it's time for 2 indie adventures arriving later.
They didn't mention exclusive. Shout outs to Tunic. Great game.
She set out to record life at the end of this season. To make it real for people in the future. She asked us about living together.
And we asked her about traveling alone.
When the season turns, what will remain?
Only what she saw. What she captured.
She carries the sounds of the season with her. The way she listened made you want to tell her everything.
I got to look in her journal. The world was telling her its secrets.
30 minutes.
I think she even figured out
This is my alternative
what
life.
will happen to us.
I think that's a girl
when
though.
the season ends. Is it going? Is it gone?
Not yet.
Autumn.
世界中のゲーマーの皆さん、こんにちは。
FF16!
16プロデューサーの吉田です。
This is Yoshida.
長らくお待たせいた
Thank
し
you
ま
for
した
waiting
が、
for so
いよいよ
long.
ファイナルファンタジー
Here we
16
go.
の最新情報を
Today we're bringing you the latest information on Final Fantasy 16. This is the release of the newest trailer. I knew it! We'll also be starting the interviews with the media, where we are excited to share even more. And though the world finds itself in turmoil, we'll continue to focus on what we do best, making games. For if through entertainment, we can provide people with something they can truly enjoy, maybe we can bring a little happiness to these hard times. And now, the trailer. Yes, sir! Let's go! FF16. Brand new trailer. In a world ruled by tyranny and turmoil, there are those who would fight to take back control of their fate. Sounds like every JRPG. Let's go. I like it. It's a good part.
What are the dominants? The power we wield. It wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us. That its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Got some HP.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
I mean, it looks super cool, but it looks more like Devil May Cry.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife. And found
definitely seems like Bayonetta, Devil May Cry-ish.
If I take the field, our duel will shake the island.
It's not
foundation.
It's not party based, is it? I don't think it's party based. Music's great. Graphics are great. Summons look great. The only thing I don't like is that it's not, right now it's not party based. We'll see though.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Okay, so you use multiple characters, Odin. Is it more of an emphasis on the summons? It's like they're really emphasizing the summons fighting against each other. That's like a big emphasis.
Awaken, child of fate. Awaken, Ifrit.
Okay, this year or next year? Oh, damn. Damn. Summer 2020. Well, we got some time. Darn.
And that's a wrap. Don't forget to visit PlayStation Blog to learn even more about today's announcements. See you next time.
I know, good show. Definitely give that show like a solid 8.8 out of 10. 8.5. There wasn't really much stuff for like this. There was stuff like all the big stuff was for next year. Like Resident Evil, Street Fighter, all the big stuff that's like cool that you want to play, it's all next year. So that's the only reason why I would give it less than like a 9, is because it's all for next year. And they showed too much VR. But outside of that, I thought it was a good show. I thought it was a solid, 7, 8, somewhere in that range, somewhere in that range. No, it was a good show. Very, very good show. But yeah, summer 2023. I mean, that's probably going to get delayed to fall 2023 too. I don't think it's going to come out. So yeah. Okay. So we have a confirmation. Street Fighter 6 is also going to Xbox and PC. So it is no longer exclusive. So yeah, Street Fighter, it looks like Street Fighter 6 is going to, I mean, maybe it'll show up on the next Switcher thingy whenever that comes out. But yeah, Street Fighter is no longer, it seems like it's no longer exclusive, which thank God, there's no need for Street Fighter to be an exclusive. I think that's what somebody just told me on Twitter. Brand new experience, reimagining, built for creativity, vibrant. I like the art and all that in there. So he says, Dolph says PS, Xbox, and Steam. But where do they say that though? Hold up. Where do they say that? It says Capcom Europe, but it doesn't actually say Xbox. Okay, it's the I think it's the trailer. Okay, yeah, the trailer shows. No, the trailer shows PS. It shows Xbox Series X and S, and also Steam. So yeah, Street Fighter is no longer an exclusive. Thank God. There's no reason for Street Fighter to be an exclusive. I know Sony funded it before, but I mean, like, that's not needed. You know, for Street Fighter is Street Fighter, man. Like, there's no need for exclusivity. A whole generation exclusivity on Street Fighter. That I don't know. Like I said, I just don't think Street Fighter needs that, unless there's like, Capcom's not a broke company, you know, like there's no need to do exclusive Street Fighter, like the main game, maybe like a side game, but like the main game exclusive, you know, that's like not niche. This is like a big franchise, you know? So yeah, solid state of play, just a lot of 2023 stuff, but that's okay. So yeah. The DMC5 combat director was hired for Final Fantasy 16, so I'm not shocked. Yeah, it looks a lot like Devil May Cry. Like, I mean, it really does. Like, it's not even recognizable Final Fantasy. So yeah. It's barely recognizable as a Final Fantasy game. That absolutely looked like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta or something like that, you know? Which, hey, it is, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I mean, like, it looks like it's no parties. It's just, maybe you use multiple characters one at a time. Maybe they haven't revealed it yet, or they haven't implemented it yet, but I mean, I'm gonna play it, don't get me wrong, and I bet it's gonna be good, but I mean, maybe even just like a party of 3 or 2. I mean, did it have to be single man RPG? Like, but then again, if I treat it the same way that I treat Devil May Cry, then maybe it's not that big of a deal. Maybe it's okay, right? I think I gotta treat it like Devil May Cry. If I treat it like Devil May Cry, then I don't have a problem, you know? No, it's actually not. Nope, confirmed. So yeah. I gotta fix some mistakes that I made here, guys. So yeah, Street Fighter 6 is confirmed for Xbox Series S/X, and PC to PS4/PS5. So let me just fix that on Twitter real quick, so I ain't giving people wrong information. All right, so let's see here. Look more like Final Fantasy 15's battle system. That didn't look like Final Fantasy 15's battle system. That looked like Devil May Cry. They're moving. I mean, Final Fantasy 15's battle system. It's not like that. Final Fantasy 15, you can, at the beginning of the when the game first came out, you couldn't switch characters. But if later they released an update, also the Royal Edition, where you can switch character. Prompto shoots guns. You know, the big guy in whatever, Gladio or whatever his name is, he has a big old huge sword. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't look like Final Fantasy 15's battle system. That it moves a bit too fast. I know Noctis does have some moves that are fast like that, but that definitely seemed more Devil May Cry, and it looks like they were knocking them up into the air and air comboing, and there's not a ton of that in Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15's not that fast and crazy, especially if you're using Prompto. It doesn't play like that at all. Or using the other guy, the cooking dude. So yeah, I don't see that. I see more Devil May Cry, Final Bayonetta, you know, something along the lines of that. As a PS5 owner, I'm a bit disappointed. Thank God I have a Switch too. I mean, I think you'll be better next year, Enemy Within. You know, I'm a PS5 owner as well. But yeah, it's good that there's actual like big games coming out this year for the Switch. I think it looks like next year, multi-plat wise, things are gonna look really good for, you know, all the systems, you know, Xbox and PlayStation. So I mean, like, I thought that it was a solid, but like I said, all the stuff that I was super hyped about are all coming out next year, which I gotta docket some points for that, because like I wanted, like, what's the stuff that's coming out this year? It was all kind of next year stuff. That was the problem. Everything was like Street Fighter 6 next year, Resident Evil 4 next year, you know, Final Fantasy 16 next year. They were all next year stuff. I mean, we're all, like I said, year plus maybe away. The closest one was, I think, Resident Evil 4 remake. That's March 24th, so we got a release date on that, so that's good. Looks great. Very excited about that. That's coming to everything though. I mean, most of these games are coming to everything, which that's fine too. But I mean, yeah, but it was I mean, for the presentation wise, it was a solid state of play. It wasn't a bad state of play, that's for sure. So yeah. Final Fantasy. It's like a Devil May Cry. Final Fantasy 16. See, like, everyone was saying, like, oh, well, Yoshi P, Final Fantasy 14. This is nothing like Final Fantasy. This is nothing like Final Fantasy 14 at all. It's nothing like it, you know? Very different style of game. So, yeah. But it is what it is. I bet it's gonna play well though. Final Fantasy 16. Sorry, guys. I gotta fix some stuff that I did today. All right, there we go. Is this even a Final Fantasy game, or is it just the name only? I mean, it seems like name only. So yeah. Seems like name only. You think Dreamcast Mini reveal tomorrow? Oh, for like the Sega thing? I mean, it's possible. Make sure you guys hit that like button. For those that are leaving, hit that like button before you go. It's definitely possible. Holiday season looking kind of pretty bare at the moment. Yeah, a lot of 2023 stuff. A lot of 2023 stuff. You know, give me your thoughts, guys. What were your thoughts on the show? Let me. What were your thoughts? Thoughts? No, I actually don't want to see your thoughts. Give your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. Thoughts. Not thoughts. No, thoughts with the U. GH. Thoughts. Not thoughts. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts and prayers. No. Give me what you think. Give me what you think. Oh my gosh. What are you guys rating the show? What's your rating for the show, guys? What's your rating? I'm gonna put up a community poll too, guys. For those that are new, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Let me go over some shout outs. Shout outs to my man Roggy with the 24 months. The Street Fighter game looks amazing. Yeah, that looks good. Shout outs to Ashoka, thank you for the 2 months. Shout outs to Jakin, 46 months. Shout outs to Miguel, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Very good, very good. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, solid B, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 8, 9 out of 10, not bad. B, 6.5 to 7. Give it a 8, not bad. Chaos Ferrari. I would have given it, I mean, I think I might settle on a 7 if there was more games, like big games coming out this year. But it's third party, and like there was too much PSVR, so I think I might give it a 7.5. I think I'm gonna settle on a 7.5. Only because too much PSVR, and not a lot of big games they announced for this year. Everything was next year. That's the only reason why. So I get 7.58, one of those two. That's my score. 1 out of 10 on like one game. Eternites? What? Resident Evil 4 remake? That's too low. 1 out of 10. That's way too low. 8 out of 10 for me. Solid lineup of games, but a lot 2023. Yeah. 8 to 9 out of 10. 7.5. 7. 5 out of Final Fantasy. Might cry. 16. 7.5 makes more sense. 7. Somewhere between 7 and 8 out of 10. Yeah. I thought it was solid. Let's put up a poll, guys. Let's put up a poll. Actually, we'll put up that poll later. Never mind. Let me give people a chance to actually watch the show. Like, not every people are at work and stuff, you know? So, yeah. I mean, I thought, like I said, I thought it was solid. I thought it was a solid show. I didn't think it was bad. Thank you for the new subscriptions, though, guys. We're almost getting very close to 90K. As always, PlayStation is always better to get near its 3rd year. Yeah. Definitely looking that way with this one. Shout outs to Paul Gale with the $. Says, I got my Street Fighter 6, RE4 remake, Final Fantasy 16, and Stray, especially SF6 though. Yeah, that looks great. Next year, but does look really good. But a lot of, I mean, all of that is multi-plat except for Stray is not, and FF16 is PC and PlayStation 5 only. But yeah, I don't know what to think about Final Fantasy right now. I don't know exactly what to think about it right now. I'll be honest. So yeah. I don't know what to think about it right now. So yeah. So yeah. Don't know what to think right now. If 6 doesn't have good netcode, I'm gonna be tilted. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be rollback netcode. I'm almost positive it's gonna be rollback netcode. So yeah. Let's see here. I am a PSVR fan. I loved all the PSVR games showed. Loved the other games. So mine is a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I'm not a PSVR fan. That stuff is weird. But yeah, I'm not a PSVR fan at all. And PSVR is like crazy expensive too. Like the new one's gonna be crazy expensive. It's not. I don't know. It's just not worth it. I'd rather just buy Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West and just play that instead. But yeah, it's all good. If you like VR, enjoy it. I'm disappointed in FF16, man. It's like someone modded DMC5. Yeah, it really does. I mean, we should maybe take a look at the trailer for let's see, Final Fantasy. Yeah, I mean, oh man, Final Fantasy 16 looks. I mean, I can't fault them for trying something new, but I mean, was anybody really? I just don't know. It's just hard for me to really. You know, it's just hard for me to really, I don't know. It's hard for me to, I don't know. I don't know if, you know, this is exactly what I was looking for. I mean, it doesn't have to be what I'm looking for. It's just, I don't know. I'm indifferent on it right now. Like I said, it could be really good. It could be really good, but I thought that maybe they would do an action RPG with not turn-based, sorry, with a party system. Unless they're hiding it, they could be hiding it. They might be hiding it.
Makes us that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself.
You know, SF6 is using RE Engine. It probably is using RE Engine. Yeah, it probably is.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Because it looks like RE Engine. Like the graphics. I mean, it looks like RE Engine.
We must move now.
That's Devil May. Look at that, guys. That's a stinger. Right there. That's a stinger. That's a stinger from Devil May Cry. That poke right there. The double poke. That's 100% Devil May Cry. Air combos. Super. This is not Final Fantasy 15's battle system. Stagger. Like. That's that's Bayonetta Devil May Cry. Like, I've never played a Final Fantasy game where you can do something like that. Like, I mean, that's Devil May Cry.
That we may bring an end to the strife and found
I mean, look how fast he's moving. Spinning around like that? That's Bayo, Devil May Cry.
If I take the field, our duel will
It was good, but why can't we have awesome games line up for this year? Yeah, a lot of games are delayed. FF16 is for the mainstream. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But I don't know if you do this that all of a sudden makes it for the mainstream now, you know? Like, is this what the mainstream wants? I don't know. Because Devil May Cry doesn't sell better than, like, Final Fantasy. You know? Like, DMC doesn't sell anywhere near as good as Final Fantasy. So I don't know if they're doing this for the mainstream or that's what they just wanted to make a game like this. That's just what they wanted to do, because DMC comes nowhere near close to Final Fantasy, or even other or even Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest sells way better.
The Empire will live on.
This will bring in more non-JRPG fan, though, in my opinion. It might not. I'm not 100% sure. Because once again, Devil May Cry doesn't do better than a lot of the previous Final Fantasy games. You know? So you're saying it's going to bring in a lot of non-RPG fans. Okay, well, where are those guys for Devil May Cry then? You know? Where are all those guys for Devil May Cry? And you might alienate some of your Final Fantasy fans. I don't think every Final Fantasy fan is going to be excited or buy this. Like, I don't think it's a guarantee, because everyone's talking about Yoshi P. This looks nothing like Yoshi P's Final Fantasy 14. It might not be as good. So I don't think every Final Fantasy fan is going to love this. So that theory only works if you assume that everybody who loves Final Fantasy is going to buy this. And based off of this trailer, I don't think everybody who loved Final Fantasy 15 or who loved Final Fantasy 14 is sold on this. So that's the reason why I'm saying maybe, yeah, you might bring in new fans, but you might alienate a lot more, you know? So that's what I'm saying. Like, your theory holds true if everybody who buys Final Fantasy enjoys and likes this. And I can guarantee you everybody who likes Final Fantasy probably is looking at this trailer and saying that this might not be for me. If you like Devil May Cry. Now, and if you like Devil May Cry, then that's fine. But I mean, I think maybe we need to see a little bit more. I think maybe we need to see a little bit more, because they showed really small snippets. You know, says, sorry, OJ, you're wrong. This looks really good. You don't even know what I'm talking about. You can't understand. Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. Nobody said that the game looks bad. It's not sorry, you're wrong, OJ. This looks good. Nobody said that it looks bad. Nobody said that. You need to stop reacting so quick. Just shut up just for a second, Estevan. Shut up and understand what I'm saying. Ask a question if you don't understand. Don't just say, no, you're wrong. It looks good. Nobody said that it doesn't look good. So just relax, okay? Nobody said that it doesn't look good. What I'm saying, to respond to Vinny said, oh, well, this is gonna do way, this is for the mainstream. And I'm thinking, I'm like, well, Final Fantasy already had the mainstream with Final Fantasy 15. And games like Devil May Cry, games like Bayonetta, games like Astral Chain, these games aren't as popular as Final Fantasy or Final Fantasy 14 or the games before that. That's all I'm saying. Because he said, oh, it's going to bring in a bunch of non-fans. Yeah, but it might alienate the fans that like Final Fantasy and the way that it was before. Not everybody who loves Final Fantasy might like this. That's what I was saying. So just, like I said, just calm down. You know, nobody's saying that it doesn't look good. Just relax. Listen to what I'm saying first, okay? Listen to what I'm saying. Or ask a question if you don't understand what I'm saying. Ask a question like, hey, OJ, are you saying that this isn't good? What did you not like about it? Ask a question, then I can answer it, but just don't shut me down. There's no reason to just shut me down like that, you know? So yeah. He says, I'm saying that it looks good objectively, but that's not what you said before. You said, sorry, OJ, you're wrong. This looks really good. That's not saying that this looks good objectively. Do you know, maybe English isn't your first language, I'm guessing, but those two aren't the same thing. You can't say, oh, well, all I'm saying is that it looks good objectively. That's not, those two are different things. Those two are different things that you said. You're saying something completely different now. You're saying something completely different now, you know? So you said something completely different. That's not the same thing. You said, no, OJ, yeah, it looks good. As if I was saying that it doesn't look good. I never said that. It looks great. It looks fantastic. But it's not fine. We're talking about a Final Fantasy game. Definitely doesn't look like a Final Fantasy game, which is okay. I'm simply answering Vinny's question about bringing in more new people. And I said, that's fine. Yeah, maybe it'll bring in those DMC fans, but it might alienate fans who like previous Final Fantasy games, okay? Not everybody who loves Final Fantasy might think this is good if they don't like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta. That's all I said. That's all I was trying to say, okay, guys? That's all I was trying to say. The game graphically looks great. Gameplay looks like it could be very fun. I like Devil May Cry. I like Bayonetta. I like Astral Chain. I like Action. Yeah, I like Scarlet Nexus. I like all these games. So I'm probably going to enjoy the game. You know, but like I said, it definitely is a very big step away from Final Fantasy. This is a very new style of game, you know? So yeah. So let's see here. Graphics and action are two different ideas. What does that mean? It's not what I think of when I think Final Fantasy. Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, there might be some time to adjust to it. Like, you know, like it could still be like, okay, you know, it's better than what they've shown. I mean, it looks good, don't get me wrong, but I mean, like I said, this is definitely not, when I think of Final Fantasy, this is definitely not what I think of when I think of Final Fantasy, which is fine. I mean, it's always good to do something new, you know, it's always good to do something new and something kind of different, to kind of mix it up a little bit. But yeah, it's you know, it's different for sure. We'll see how it turns out. They got a long time, you know, they've got a while before it comes out. So yeah. So next says the entire Spider-Man franchise sold 33 million units, and Miles Morales will be on PC too. Nice. Kingdom Hearts plus Final Fantasy 15. Hopefully it'll have a party system for UOJ because the game looks bonkers. I don't think it'll have a party system, but even if it doesn't, I'll still play it. I just got to think about it going into it like, oh, it's just Devil May Cry, or it's like, oh, it's just, if I just take away the fact that it says Final Fantasy, I'll be fine. Exactly, right, exactly, Vinny. We're not debating the quality of the game. Thank you, Vinny. We're not debating the quality of the game. It looks really good. Now, like I said, we have to play it. The controls could be borked for all we know, right? We still have to play the game because Final Fantasy 15 looked great, and then you played it at launch and it was like, oh my god, this controls like complete trash at times. It was solid, but Final Fantasy 15 controlled terribly at launch, you know? So we still have to wait and see. I'm guessing with Yoshi P and the DMC dude on there or whatever, I'm guessing it'll control a lot better because of just how it looks, but we still have to wait and see, you know, we still have to wait and see like once the game comes out. But yeah, I'm confident that it's going to be a good game. I mean, obviously, you know, they're taking their time. So yeah. So they're taking their time on it. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah. Story check, graphics check, gameplay different but check, different but check, summons check. Yeah, it's got that, but I mean, it's the gameplay is so different from typical Final Fantasy, you know. Like that's a huge change. It has a lot of elements clearly, you know, but that's a huge change. I guess it's even more action. I mean, it's even more action. Let's see, OJ, you're 100% right. It could alienate hardcore Final Fantasy fans the same way that the switch from turn-based combat did. I'm glad to see the series evolve. I mean, yeah, it could. Yeah, you're right about that. It could alienate some, you know, based off of that. I mean, it's interesting though. Final Fantasy's had a very interesting path, especially in the HD era, you know. So we'll see what happens. Dudes actually thought Final Fantasy 16 was coming out this year. Yeah, exactly. People thought it was coming out this year. Guys, I got my gardener guys mowing, so yeah. Everyone is telling me Player Essence it's confirmed for everything, so yeah. I kind of just want to delete the tweet because everyone's just saying okay. Xbox Series X/S and PC. Let's see here. FF15 is the one entry in the series, OJ, that I refuse to acknowledge that exists until you've mentioned it. I mean, it's the move to action RPG, right? Like for the big Final Fantasy. Well, I mean, if you're not counting like Final Fantasy 14, don't count that, right? Kind of. But I mean, in terms of console-based Final Fantasy games, the big new Final Fantasies, non-MMO, that was the first like real big Final Fantasy action RPG. But Brandino, you were talking about how much Yoshi P and what do you think about this game? Because, you know, you're coming off of somebody that loves Final Fantasy 14. Do you think that this game lives up to what you were thinking? Do you feel, is this in line with what, because you're saying Final Fantasy 15, you don't want to acknowledge that. That's an action RPG too. So What do you think about this one, Brandino? YZ250 Moto with the $5 says Mega Man. Mega Man! Thank you for the $5. Mega Man. So yeah, it looks good. Like I said, I just wish that it was party based. But you know, it is what it is. So yeah, there are party members. They didn't show party members from that trailer. It looks like it was all just one-on-one fighting. I mean, that's great if you can switch. Maybe they're just focusing on one character. But I don't recall them all being on the map and fighting at the same time. Unless they were, then correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm guessing, I mean, from what they showed, it looks like it's all just singular combat each. Maybe you can switch between different party members, and maybe you can switch and use that person. But they didn't show all of them on the map at the same time fighting, like in the gameplay, you know? What's up, Greg? Do you think it'll be more based around Espers? They made a big emphasis on that. Yeah, it looks like summons plays a huge part into this because they're even naming them by name and giving them their own spot in the spotlight, you know? So I'm guessing that summons and stuff are going to be huge in this game, you know? Like, it's going to be like part of like the core gameplay. Like, even like maybe that will be your other party member, almost like Astral Chain, where it's Astral Chain is like usually it's like a single one, right? But then you have your Legion. And I'm not saying that summons fight with you all the time on the map at the same time. I'm not saying that, but it does look like there's going to be some epic battles with summons, you know, that go on for maybe a little bit more, or maybe they kind of they're evolving the summons. It's not just like, okay, you know, they just come on the screen and then just, you know, do the thing, then go away, right? Until you need to use them again after a bit. So, but no. I'm not saying it's going to play like Astral Chain. I'm not saying it's going to play like Astral Chain. But maybe they're just emphasizing more of the summons as part of your team members, you know? Or that's like your team, you know? You can use them a lot more. And other enemies will use theirs, or you'll have to fight against, you know, summon battles, you know? So maybe that will be it, you know? What's up, Greg? Welcome. Kind of like Terran Final Fantasy VI, maybe, yeah. There was one shot that showed 3 summons like a party, so maybe you switch between characters. Yeah, I mean, that could also be reminiscent of the what's it called system in Bayonetta, the Demon Slave system, where you can switch between different Bayonetta's big old huge demon slaves, you know, and like you can switch between them. I mean, that could be it. The combat director from DMC5, Suzuki, is working on F6, so it's probably going to be very similar. Well, yeah, I mean, I can see that. That's the first thing that I thought of was DMC. There's one. Okay, that showed all 3 summons in a party. Okay. Yeah, but they didn't show any actual gameplay of like 3 people, 3 separate like humans or whatever on a map fighting, you know? So yeah. Let's see. OJ, it does look different from Final Fantasy 14. I love what I see so far. It's pushed all the way to the summer 2023. I need to see more. I'm unsure about the party system. Okay, so you're sounding like me before the stream started. You called me triggered earlier. You're sounding like me. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. All right, Melissa gives it an 8 out of 10. All right. Decided this. Oh, we need to see. It's not quite the same. It's a console RPG. It's kind of different, right? It looks like more like the Suzuki dude from DMC has more of an influence on this game than Yoshi P does. I mean, that's just me personally. I don't know if Yoshi P would make this type of game. This doesn't seem, based off of FF14, this doesn't seem like a Yoshi P type of game, right? So it looks like it's more influenced by the dude from DMC. But maybe Yoshi P can come in. I mean, I think like the visuals is kind of like Yoshi P-ish, right? That reminds me of Final Fantasy 14. The visuals, the setting, the clothing, all of that reminds me of FF14. So I think that's where his influence really is maybe even some of the like the actual RPG mechanics. Maybe that's like a Yoshi P influence, but the combat definitely seems DMC-ish. So yeah. Let's see, man. No longer hype after Yoshi P. Cool if you have party members and you can do like limit combos or follow-up attacks a la Astral Chain with the legions. Yeah, that'd be cool. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens with it. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna give it that high of a score, 9, just because there's got to be games for this year. I mean, I can't give something a 9 out of 10 when everything's coming out next year and most of it's multi-plat. You know, like that's a bit too high. That's rough because I mean, imagine if they had games for this year, it would have been a 75 out of 10. You know, at 9. But then again, everybody has different grading standards. For me, with these presentations, I grade. Here's my grading scale. I don't grade on, oh my gosh, big game. Oh my gosh. I don't grade on that, you know? I don't grade on that. I grade on what are we getting like soon. Like I have to grade on that. I grade on, okay, exclusive. Is it exclusive? Is it not exclusive? What are we getting right away? Like, is it a 2020? Is it a this year game? How much content we're getting, you know? That's how I grade. So the problem why I docked it more than 1 point is because everything's coming out next year. RE4 Remake is multi-plat, which it is what it is, obviously, right? Street Fighter is multi-plat. It's great, but that's multi-plat. And they're all next year. Final Fantasy 16 next year. All the big stuff was next year. This presentation could have happened next year, and it would have been a 10 out of 10, right? Or it would have been a 9 out of 10. If it happened next year, early in the year, okay, that's great. We're getting all that this year. But none of that is this year. So, I mean, to me, you've got to show stuff this year, like big games, in order for me to go up to a 9. I've got to see stuff this year. So that's my grading scale. I know other people grade differently. Some of you guys can just say, if it's big games and it's coming out, then okay. I will give them kudos, though. While stuff was next year, at least they gave release dates, release windows. You know, RE4 Remake release date. You know, all the VR stuff, there was release windows and stuff there. Final Fantasy 16 release window, summer, you know, 2023. What's the other big one? There was another one as well. Street Fighter. What was Street Fighter? Street Fighter was 2023, but when in 2023 was it? Yeah, they didn't even. Yeah, they just gave a release year, 2023. You know, so no even release window, just the release year, so it can come out at any time. You know, so yeah, that's the problem. That's the only problem. And yeah, these dates can change. So I ain't gonna give that's too easy, because then companies can just say, we're announcing this, and this. Not give you any time when it's coming. Give you next year, 2 years from now. I don't know if a 9 out of 10 is it's worthy of that. When the only games that were coming out is like Stray was this year. What else was this year? Stray and like, what were some of the other games this year? I forgot some of the other stuff that was this year. Nothing big though. All the big hitters was all next year. So, you know, like I was waiting for that, like, oh, it's coming out September. Like big, huge game that's like this year. And like, there was none of that. So I can't give it a 9. I can't give it a 9 out of 10 when they didn't announce any huge, big, oh my gosh, surprise. Even if some of those multi-plats were this year, that would have been hyped because it's that Sony show, right? So maybe I give it a 9 out of 10 for everything that's coming out next year. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Spider-Man PC, but I already have Spider-Man. They already released it on PS5. And that's great, but am I gonna give them points for release? It's PlayStation state of it's. I don't care about PC. I've got it. You know, I mean, you know, I mean, I don't know. They ain't getting points for that. I don't know, man. They ain't getting points for Spider-Man, bro. I already got it. You know, I already got it. So, I mean, yeah, it's great for those who don't have it, but why am I going to give them more points for something that I already have and I have physical that I'm not going to play on PC? It already runs and looks really good on PS. It runs at 60 frames per second in high resolution on PS5. I don't need to buy a PC version. Why? You know, I already have the game. So yeah, cool. But I bought these games years ago. So that doesn't get any points for me. A old port on, I mean, that I've already played. I mean, that's great, but I ain't giving it points for that. You know, like, you know, I ain't giving it points for that. So OJ, I agree that no, yeah, the VR stuff. It's like, it's cool for those who like it and all. Like that's dope for those who like it. But me, I'm just not. You know, I'm not a VR guy. So yeah. But it is what it is. Let's see here. Just a busy. So how was the show? The show was solid. It was a solid show. I give it a 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. It was a solid show. So it was a solid show. It was not a bad show, that's for sure. It wasn't a bad show because it was hype. Like I got hyped to see RE4 remake. That's hype. So I can see that. Oh, let me go over my predictions, guys. I think we could see Final Fantasy 16 and Street Fighter 6. Bam, I was right on both of those. I just want to make sure that I take a little bit of a victory lap, even though I don't need to take a victory lap because everybody was predicting this. So PlayStation State of Play, this was June 1st, so yesterday at 7:46 p.m. PlayStation State of Play prediction, Sony has confirmed its third party and VR2 focused. I think we can see Final Fantasy 16 and Street Fighter 6. Bam. Both of them, baby. 100%. Batting 100, baby. Let's go. Let's see, this show was good filler until the Strikers tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. Something to watch, something to watch, something to do, you know. VR gives me a headache. Me too. I do got to see RE4 trailer. Definitely want to check that out after playing RE2. Okay, let's check. You want to check out the RE4 trailer? We can watch it right now. Resident Evil 4 remake trailer. Let's check out that trailer because that trailer was lit though. That trailer actually was like super lit. So. Let's check out this State of Play trailer because it was good. It was a good trailer. Although I would have liked to see a little bit more gunplay. I mean, there was no gunplay in there, but I'm guessing they're gonna have other shows and events. They gave us the release date at the very beginning. They should have waited for the. Why did they give us the release date at the beginning? They should have waited. TH3 said that that it was obvious that it was Resident Evil. I guess because the R, right? But still. The music, though. And it has the same font.
Gondor Wonder Roost. I've located Baby Eagle.
You, me. Picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
You will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
Sadler's voice is weird. Sadler's voice is super weird. Nah, this is done by like the RE Team 1. So they're not gonna cut out stuff. Cause look, oh, I said that was Ada. That was not Ada. That was definitely Ashley. Look, you already know that there's gonna be more content. Cause think about it. This never happened in the original RE. So they actually show, but it looks gameplay. So they actually show when Ashley got, that's Ashley, right? If I'm not correct. So there's definitely something, or there's some extra stuff in here. Cause I don't remember this scene from RE4. I don't remember this. They redressed Ashley, didn't they? I said it was Ada, but that's not Ada. That's Ashley. I thought it was Ada because it was like the red coat, but that's that. They redressed Ashley because she's not wearing her green, or she's not wearing her sweater vesty thing, like cut off thing that she's wearing or whatever. Is that Ada? Is that Ada? Okay, I thought it was Ashley. Ada has weapons, right? That looks like a. Is that Ada or Ashley? Which one? It's kind of hard to tell. It sounds like she's breathing heavy though. Cause look. That's Ashley. Looks like she's wearing a skirt. I think that's Ashley. Cause it looks like she's wearing a skirt. Yeah, it looks like she's wearing a skirt. Ada doesn't wear that. Ada wears a long. That's Ada. Ashley is blonde. No, I don't. That's not Ada, Donnie. I don't think it is. Cause look at how she's scared. She's breathing scared. Ada does not breathe that way. Look, listen. Ada does not, unless they made Ada scared for some reason. Listen. Ashley is blonde. Ada has black hair. Exactly. Listen very carefully. That person is breathing heavily and is scared. Ada would not be breathing heavily or scared in that situation. And there's no weapon. There's no weapon on her. That doesn't look like Ada's outfit either. I think that's Ashley. Look, that sweater, that sweater thing right here, they redressed that. That's Ashley. They redressed her. Hold up, Mr. Davis. I'll answer your question in just a bit. Let me get through this analysis.
Picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
That's Ada. That's Ada. That's Ada. That's Ada. Okay, let me answer your question real quick, Mr. Davis. What is your question? Give me just a second. We're getting. I'm not meaning to ignore you, Mr. Davis, but we're right in the middle of an analysis. So let me get this going. What's your question? I don't see your question. So write your question again, Mr. Davis, and I'll answer. I promise. See, this is Ada. That's how you know it's Ada. Look, she's strapped. She's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you can tell that's the bottom of her short hair, black hair. This is Ada. That one was Ashley. So, yeah. They show the scene where okay, that's where Leon gets when he hallucinates after he gets like the virus put in him. You guys see that part? The castle. The boat. The boat. Oh, this is gonna be.
You receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really good, and we got a date too. It's less than a year. I mean, March 24th. So this is gonna be good. Yeah, I think it's gonna have the Ada content. I think it's gonna have the Ada. Well, we'll see what they do. The rumor puts it right now that the rumor says like there's gonna be like alternate pathways and stuff. It's not gonna play exactly the same as the previous Resident Evil. You know, so it's not gonna play exactly the same as that. That's what I understand. That's what I'm thinking. You know, that's what I'm thinking. So we'll see though. We'll see. All right. So Mr. Davis, what's your question, Mr. Davis? I got you now, man. Sorry, I was right in the middle of an analysis. I got you. What's your question? Hold Hopefully be longer than the RE3 remake. RE3 is a shorter game than RE4 just in general, so it should be. And once again, the RE3 was the team 2. This is going to be the team, the number 1 team, the team 1. You know, this is going to be team 1 on there. So I wouldn't really worry about that at all, to be honest. I wouldn't, you know. Let's see, RE4 on the Wii is still the best version available at the moment. RE4 on the Wii? Okay. The Wii version. So yeah. RE2 remake's really good. I like RE2 remake. I like RE4 more though, I'll be honest. So this RE4 remake, while it might have not been needed, I'm still gonna pick it up. You know, I'm still gonna pick it up. Exactly. The old RE3 game is short. Exactly. That's why I said RE4 is going to be longer, because the original RE3 is short. But they did cut content out of RE3 remake though. Like the game could have been longer, but they did cut some stuff out. But yeah, the original RE3 game is really short. Actually, all of the Resident Evil games are short up until RE4 was like the longest one when it came out. Like, but all of the Resident Evil games were super short. They can be beat pretty fast. But they like it's like they count on you being stuck on puzzles and stuff like that to increase the time, and then of course the replay value. But yeah, the original like RE games are all kind of short. Like RE4, RE5, those are a lot longer. RE6 is stupidly long for no reason because of multiple campaigns. But yeah, RE4, RE5, those are good length campaigns if you're not speedrunning it, you know. Let's see, Code Veronica RE remake, when that's gonna be like maybe 3-4 years from now. That's gonna be way down the line. They got to do RE4 first. So yeah, they made a business decision. The business decision said remake the mainline REs. So they did RE2, they did RE3. Now you're gonna do RE4, and they're probably gonna do RE5. I mean, I'm guessing that they're gonna do RE5 next. I'm guessing they're going to skip the Veronica and go straight to 5, because by the time that they do 5 might be like next generation, or might be close to that, but I'm guessing they're going to remake RE5 because that game, it looks a bit funky. Even though the graphics are really good, it does look a little bit funky. And I think that they could remake that. So I'm guessing they're going to remake RE5 too. I'm guessing they'll do that next. But that's, like I said, that's going to be years down the line, you know. Does OJ with FF16 come out next year? Do you think we're waiting for 2024 for FF7 remake? Yeah, I think FF7 remake could be a 2024 type of deal. It could be 2024, even 2025. Might be a while. These days we had some few interesting Switch releases from indie games like Card Shark, Still Soldiers, Lamp City. Have you played any to share your opinion with this? I haven't played any of those yet, but yeah, there's some pretty cool games. RE5 is so mad, fun with co-op, but that's about it. It's fun with I like RE5 a lot. I think it's really good with co-op too. So let's hope they do Code Veronica before remaking 5. I don't think they're gonna do Veronica or 0. I don't think that they're going to. I mean, they could, but I don't know if they will. Let's hope that they do. I don't think they're gonna remake 0, because there's just no need to remake 0, because it was already like, there's just no need. They're not gonna do it. I don't think they're gonna do it, but we'll see. Yeah, RE5 co-op was super fun. It was good. The game was good. I like RE5. I like it a lot. Wait, why years 2 and 3 were back to back? Wasn't 4 that much after? Why would you say 5 many years? The reason why I'm saying 5 many years later is because I think that if they're gonna remake 5, if they're gonna do something like that, it's gonna be just down the line. I don't think it's gonna be right away, because I think they're gonna give RE4 a lot of time to breathe, you know, because believe it or not, remember guys, RE2 and RE3, they released RE3 quickly so they can give it time in between RE4. That's the only reason why I feel, and why it was kind of rushed, right? So they just wanted to get RE3 out. Now RE2 they spent a lot of time on, but RE3 they just rushed that out there. Clearly they did, right? They want to give RE4 a lot of time to breathe, you know, a lot of time to breathe. So I think that's the reason why it's going to be quite some time. I don't think they're gonna jeopardize their sales of RE4 remake by rushing out RE5 very shortly afterwards. Because remember, this is the best-selling, RE5 is the best-selling RE5 of all time, if I'm not correct. But RE4 is like one of the most influential of all time. So I don't think they're gonna sit there and say RE4, RE5 right away. You know, like, you know, no way. They're gonna want to sell RE4 remake for quite some time. You know, so that's my opinion on the matter. I think that they just rushed out RE2 remake. or sorry, RE3 remake, you know, and RE2 remake was even outpacing RE3 remake in sales even recently. You know, RE2 remake does better because they're like, whatever, we don't, I mean, this game's obviously not going to sell as much, but we can still make as much as we can off of it. You know, it wasn't a super expensive game to develop. We have our RE engine, you know, but I don't think they're going to rush out RE5 or a new RE remake right after RE4. No way, you know. So yeah, they're gonna milk RE4 remake. They're gonna milk. I mean, they milked RE4 for forever, so they're gonna definitely milk RE4 remake. That's my guess. I got a question. Final Fantasy 16. I like the combat. I think people are gonna buy it at the combat, but it plays like Bayonetta, and I think it meant Devil May Cry. Yeah, it does kind of look like it plays like that. So yeah, I think people are gonna like it, but maybe not everybody who's looking for more of a party-based RPG system. Let's see, Capcom might remake RE2 remake in 10 years. You know, here's the thing, I don't think they're gonna remake RE2 remake because RE2 remake is on their RE engine, so all you got to do is just update your engine and then you can just bring it over. So I don't know if it's ever gonna get remade. I think they're just gonna keep porting it, like, to be honest. You know, to be honest, I think they're just gonna keep porting it. Like, now that they have their own engine that can evolve and can get better, they might just keep updating it. Like they did updates. Didn't they do next gen updates for like RE2 and stuff like that? So I think they're gonna just do stuff like that. Just, you don't need to port it, just next genify it. So I think they're gonna roll with stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, Mr. Davis, I just answered your question. Yeah, I just answered your question. Let's see, RE2 remake is a better than game than RE. Oh, I mean, yeah, nobody's disputing that. It's better state of play without first party reveals, to be honest. That's funny. That's what some people are saying. Like, yo, this is like the best state of play, and there wasn't first party reveals. So yeah. I wonder if that RE game is Switch is still a thing. Check out RGT's video on that. He talked about it. He talked about it quite a bit. So we don't know that. We gotta wait and see. We gotta wait and see. Everyone wanted games for the rest of 2022. Yeah, that's the problem, Donkey Kong. That's, I mean, everyone's saying that the state of play is good because, yeah, we got good stuff. But the problem is that there was none of the big games for 2022. I mean, like, what's the big RPG for 2022? I mean, it's obviously, you know, it's going to be Xenoblade Chronicles. What's the big multiplayer shooter? We have Modern Warfare. We know about that. But it's going to, you know, Splatoon's going to be a big one as well. You know, so obviously there's still Bayonetta. There's Pokemon. You know, so there's like a lot of the big hitters are next year, you know, I mean, we still have God of War Ragnarok. Starfield is next year. Clearly the Red whatever fall is next year. Microsoft doesn't have anything that we know about big for this year. Fable, Perfect Dark. I mean, what's that one game? Senua's Sacrifice or whatever. Hellblade. So right now, like 2022, you know, so yeah. So you think Leon will finally take Ashley up on her offer at the end? Oh, they better. They freaking better. They freaking better. Because at the time that I played that game, you know, I was like, you know, they freaking better. Oh my God, if they do not allow Leon to go back there, man, you just spent all that time with that girl saving her life and you can't even help her out? Bro, come on now. That should just be part of the job. I'm sorry. If I saved a girl like that for some crazy evil village, man, you better know. If she offers, bro, I'm there. I'm freaking Noctis sword teleporting to that room. You gotta be kidding me. I don't care if you don't even find her attractive. You just gotta help this young lady out. She's been through a traumatic experience. And if she offers, why are you gonna sit there and say no? What kind of nonsense is that? That should be a courtesy. That should have been a courtesy for Ashley. You know what she just went through? Come on, Leon, give her a little bit of... Come on, man, she's of age. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Goodness gracious, I couldn't believe this guy. I almost threw my controller when he said that. I was like, you absolutely insane. How are you not gonna help her out? Like, I'm not even saying like to be attractive. That's just being a gentleman. Like, that's just being a chivalry. She offered. After you saved her, what do you think? She just go, no, come on, man, help her out. What the hell? That was ridiculous. That was the one thing that I didn't like about Resident Evil 4. I can't believe he rejected her like that. Like, bro, do you not know how a woman feels? Do you not know how a woman feels? You just saved her life like that. Went through all that, spent time with her, held her hand, running with her. Then you're gonna decline her like that. Man, you gotta be crazy. Capcom making Street Fighter 6 more casual friendly. They even added Smash-like inputs. Did they really? Smash-like inputs? You think, so yeah. Gotham Knights is coming out this year, OJ. Gotham Knights doesn't look that great. But yeah, I mean, it's coming out, but it wasn't part of the show. We were talking about games that were part of the show. Real games ain't coming out till 2025, 2030, maybe. Emperor Baron Black with the $10. Yo, Baron, let me show you my custom notification that I have for when people do 40. I'm gonna read your comment in just a bit. I don't think you've seen this yet. This is my favorite one. Hold up, I gotta show you this one. Check this out, Baron. I'm not sure if you've seen it yet, so I'm gonna show you real quick. Hold up. Jump Force! Jump Force! Jump Force! Yo, Baron with the 10. Says this state of play was lackluster AF, just like that Pokemon 99 2000s animations reveal. PS5 got no games coming out. Everything on PS4, PC, no true next-gen titles till late 2023, 2024. All right, thank you for the 10, Baron. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 10. Baron himself from the actual notification. Yo, shout out to my man Baron. The Jump Force 40, man. That's what I call it, the Jump Force 40, Baron. Thank you for the $10. I don't know if I agree with all of that, but the Pokemon stuff I don't agree with 100%, you know? But I think that, like, I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying from, like, it. Obviously, it could be better, that's for sure. But open world Pokemon game that you can explore with all your friends, I mean, sign me up for that. Oh, completely open world. Like, it's not dictated by the story. You can just go around, catch, freely, just do what you want. That's dope, because I like Legends Arceus. But yeah, definitely the animations and stuff could be better. But I mean, there's like a bazillion Pokemon to animate. So, PS5 got no games coming out. I mean, this year's definitely looking a little bit dry till next year. That's for sure. So yeah. So you think we getting Bloodborne PC? I don't know. And to be honest, I don't really care about Bloodborne. But yeah, thank you, Baron, for the $10. I appreciate it. But yeah, Bryson, I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll see. OJ, can you see my comments? I got a question. I mean, I already answered your question. Yes, it plays like Bayonetta and Devil May Cry. Double May Cry. That's a new one. But yo, I answered your question, Mr. Davis. I said, yeah, it plays more like Devil May Cry and like Bayonetta. That's what it seems like, at least. We gotta wait for the controls. Ain't Ashley blonde? Party Man would have said yes. Final Fantasy, I think you meant Final Fantasy 16 literally looked like stereotypical Final Fantasy games are all about, and I mean a good thing. Also, those graphics improved since the first trailer. Well, yeah, the graphics got better, but I don't see how it looks like a stereotypical. That looks like a completely different style of Final Fantasy games. It looks like they took Devil May Cry 5 and Final Fantasy 14 and said, here we go, here we go. I mean, it doesn't look like a stereotypical Final Fantasy game. That looks very different from Final Fantasy, in my opinion, at least. So yeah. See, what would have put it over the top of RE4 would have we heard what are you buying, stranger? Yeah, but they probably want to save that though, Huddy. They want to save the what are you buying? I mean, because that guy's like legendary. So I mean, I don't think you blow it right there. I think you maybe wait till later and you don't ruin that right now, because we still got, you know, we still got a while, 9 months or whatever till the game comes out. So we still got a while. So I think we wait for that. So yeah, that's totally fair. I just saw Spidey and I was like, one of the final two has fallen. Yeah, I mean, and that's great, but I mean, I don't really care about PC. I mean, I don't really care about PC gaming. So, I mean, maybe Bloodborne comes over, maybe it doesn't. I don't care. So it's just hard for me to be excited for it or even care. I mean, maybe it comes, maybe it doesn't, but I just, yeah, like I said, I don't care about Bloodborne. Which fighting games had more crossovers? Was really looking forward to Tekken Cross Street Fighter years. Oh man, he's talking about Tekken Cross Street Fighter. That game's super dead. I'm really looking forward to castle portion of RE4 remake. Gonna be super scary. Yeah, the castle portion. Then also remember the portion where you can go two separate ways. You can fight against like the El Gigante, like a big giant, or you can go with like all the Ganados and everything. That part's gonna be super scary because it's raining, and I think it's like right after you do like the house, the fortifying your house with the other dude. The other police officer or the former police officer there, like right after you do that, that part's actually, I was actually scared during that part. That part was scary. After you fortify your house and like you have to play like defense tower in the house. After that, oh my God, it's dark, it's foggy, it's raining. That part was kind of scary in RE4. I was like, oh snap. And like the chainsaw guys, like, oh my gosh, how are they gonna do the chainsaw guys in this one? Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. Yes, Luis. There you go, Luis. Sorry, I always forget his name every now and then. So yeah. Do they remake RE5 next or Code Veronica? I mean, we already talked about that. I said that potentially RE5. So, but that's gonna, I think it's gonna be way down the line. I think they're gonna milk RE4 like for a while before we see RE5. You know, they're gonna milk it. They're gonna milk it. Okay, so Xbox One is trending. Why is Xbox One trending? Let's see. Xbox One is trending for some reason. That's for no reason. But okay, hold up. It says Street Fighter 6 coming to Xbox. It doesn't say Xbox One. It just says Xbox Series X and S and Steam. It doesn't say Xbox One. So I don't know if it's coming to X. I don't think Street Fighter 6 is coming to Xbox One. It's coming to Xbox Series X and S. It's coming to Steam, PS4, PS5. So it's not coming to Xbox One. At least not based off the trailer that they released. Let's see here. What's up, Extra Sweet? Yeah, the games look good. Baron is like Uni. He ain't giving ponies no slack. Oh, everyone is targeting Insomniac Twitter. Everyone's targeting Insomniac Twitter. Oh, because of the Spider-Man announcement. All right, let's see what people are saying on Insomniac. So wait, where are they putting that? Okay, Spider-Man coming to PC, August 12th. Okay, yeah, so there's some people saying I don't want Spider-Man on PC, Sony only. I think it's just people trolling though. And I think it's just people trolling. Oh yeah, here's the funniest tweet. Insomniac Games back in 2018 asking if somebody asked if Spider-Man is coming to PC. On April 5th, 2018, Insomniac tweeted, "It's not coming to PC." And then today, Spider-Man Remastered coming to PC. I mean, it was 4 years later, though, to keep it a buck. Didn't age well, but hey, it is what it is. Sometimes things change, you know? People quote tweeting Insomniac on the retweet. Yeah, they're not getting ratioed, though. They haven't gotten ratioed yet, but yeah, you got 777 quote tweets, 7,000 likes. But people are also being happy about it. So people are all being happy. It seems like people are happy about it. You know, it seems like everyone's like, oh cool, it's coming. Actually no, somebody said Sony slurs. Okay, yeah, so there's definitely some losers, some Xbox dudes that are being losers. So yeah. was thinking about the state of play. Every game showed gameplay, no CGI trailers, just amazing. Yeah, that's true. It was a lot of gameplay. It was a lot of gameplay, which is definitely good. But once again, like I said, Donnie, it was all next year though. This state of play could have been next year, and it would have been freaking nuts, because then we would have actually got a release date for Street Fighter, and we would have probably got even more or better gameplay for these games, you know. So this could have been a January state of play. If this was January state of play, I'll give it a 9 just for, oh my gosh, this year. And so if this was a January 2023 state of play, I would agree with you, but it's all next year. What's up, Brother Wise? So a lot of the stuff that we're hyped about is all next year. So that, therefore, I've got to docket a few points, because when you do presentations, you got to have this year games too. It's got to be about this year. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to announce stuff in the future, you know, year and a half, 2 years from now, and get kudos for it. Like, that's fine. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you. I think it's really good. Those games all look hype, you know, but at the same time, a lot of next year stuff. That could have easily been a later in the year state of play or a next year state of play, you know? Yeah, if it was later this year, it would have been more hype, because then it would have been closer to RE4, would have been closer to summer. If they waited to after summer to do that, like almost kind of like how Nintendo Directs in September talk about 2020, the following year games. So it's like, okay, so it's hype because we're in September, October, November, December. The year is almost over, right? The year is, we got like one more quarter for the end of the year, so that's cool. So it's okay. But when you talk about it all the way, I mean, it's mid-year, so it's not that bad, you know, but it's still mid-year. There's still half a year left, you know, and then we start talking about, okay, then we get into it next year. So like I said, if it was 2020, if it was an early 2023 or even late 2023, so a fall state of play, that would have been a lot better. But then again, you can't make, like, it's a double-edged sword, because I guess you can't make people wait that long for new information on FF6. I mean, like, yeah, people weren't gonna wait that long, or at least they didn't want to. But so I get why they announced it. Like, I'm not holding it too much against them. I just wish that there was other games that were actually this, like a lot more. That was maybe like 2 more games that were this year, like big games. But all of their big reveals, like the oh my gosh, reveals, were all next year. That was the problem. All of the major reveals were for next year, and they were also multi-plat, with the exception of Final Fantasy 16. They were also multi-plat, which, I mean, there's something to say with that, because who says Xbox couldn't have gotten those games too? It's just about who got the games for their presentation. Like, those games could have been an Xbox's show, and then all of a sudden Xbox's show is better. So if Xbox shows if Xbox shows Resident Evil 4 Remake, they show the same trailer, and then they also show what was the other game? Street Fighter 6, the same trailer. Is it like, oh god, oh yeah, oh, you know? But it's like whoever gets to show it first gets the credit, I guess, right? So that's the reason why I don't always give points for multi-plats, because it's like, okay, wait a minute. You were able to talk about it first, you know? Like, so I ain't gonna give them tons of kudos points for that, unless if it's an exclusive, then okay. You know, okay, cool. For example, FF16, that's a console-based exclusive. Okay, you get your kudos, you get your points, because it ain't coming to other systems. But if it's coming to a different system, you just got the ability to talk about it first. So presentation-wise, it's hype, but then again, it takes away a little bit from it, because it is multi-plat, you know. Although I'm buying the PS5 version because it's on the disc, so I'm buying PS5 for Resident Evil 4 Remake, buying PS5 ASAP Rocky. You know, we out here. You know, we out here, and unlike, you know, we shooting straight on that one, but you know, but that's just what I'm thinking. Let's see, do they pay for being shown the multi-plat games? I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I just think that whoever asks first and can put the things together first might get it. But I don't recall them having. No, I don't recall developers paying for that. You do pay for like blog posts or certain. Like, you can pay for advertising on like Xbox's dashboard and stuff, but I don't think they pay for show presentations. I don't think so. Nothing that I've heard says that. But then again, I might be wrong. I might be wrong on that. Maybe they do pay. I know Sony does pay for marketing rights for games, so some of those could be paid, yes. Because they're doing, like, for example, like that Resident Evil VR, Sony pays for the extra Resident Evil VR stuff. So if they have the marketing rights to the game, then yeah, obviously they paid somewhat for it, right? But I just don't know if they have to pay to get into the state of play. They might though. They might. Street Fighter 6 looks too kiddish and cartoony. That's how Street Fighter is, though. Street Fighter's never been a serious looking game, though. Since when? Street Fighter's always looked colorful and kind of cartoony looking. I mean, look at the Street Fighter Alpha series. That's like anime-ish, you know? So I don't understand what the issue is with that. And then you just talked about Dope Fight. That game, yeah. So yeah. Hold up. So PS4 version. So no PS4 version of RE4 remake. I don't think so. RE4 remake. Let me check what Nibble has to say. RE4 remake. We don't have any info. What's the information on RE4 remake, guys? Let me check Gamatsu. Okay, so the dating action game Eternights, that's PS4, PS5, and PC. And it's launching early 2023. That actually looks kind of cool. Dating sim and action game. I mean, that's definitely a game that I wait till it's like $20 though. I ain't buying that day one. So yeah, a lot of the cool stuff was 2023. Even like that dating action game was 2023. Resident Evil 4 remake announced. Okay, Resident Evil 4 remake is current gen only. It's PS5, PS4. Or sorry, no, it's PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. There is no PS4 and Xbox One version of RE4 remake. There is not. There is not. So you know the graphics are gonna look even crazier than Resident Evil 2 remake. So they are. Man, that's probably a little bit scary to make that only for PS5. And it's coming out early next year. We can't even get PS. That's scary. You're limiting your. You're limiting your sales. That is limiting your sales for Xbox Series and PS5 only. You're limiting your sales, plain and simple. It probably still will do amazing, but not a lot of people have those systems. That's the problem. And RE4 remake is big, so that's probably a little bit scary for Capcom. And I think Capcom is probably hoping and praying that the situation gets better, but. No PS4, at least a PS4 version to kind of supplement it. Maybe you get a separate team just to try to grind out a PS4 version of that game, because people still can't buy PS5s like that and Xbox Series like that, you know? So yeah. Dead Space 4 looked amazing. That wasn't Dead Space 4. That wasn't Dead Space 4. So, yeah. Wait, is today Thursday or today's Wednesday? Oh no, today's Thursday. What the hell am I talking about? I saw the Famitsu sales were up. Let's see. You didn't like that Dead Space looking game? I'm not a fan of Dead Space. It does look cool though. That Dead Space game looks cool. I might pick it up like when it's like cheap. That's not a game I buy day one though. But no, the show was good though. The show was solid. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to get to Friday. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I'm looking at the Famitsu sales. Nintendo Switch Sports is #1 for some reason. It's all Switch titles, 1 through 10. So yeah. Oh well, just wait until it's a PS5 is available. Yeah, exactly. Just gonna have to wait. I mean, I have a PS5, so I got 2 PS5, so I ain't tripping. You know, I ain't tripping, homie. But I mean, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. You know. So yeah. Let's see. They should all of them should come to PS4 too. I don't have a PS5. Well, that's the problem right now. Is that it's hard to get a PS5. You know, for everybody. I'm just happy Street Fighter 6 is confirmed for Xbox and PC, and maybe it'll come over to the next Switch or something like that. Like the Street Fighter 4 edition came out for like the 3DS, like, because I just don't see the need for Street Fighter to limit your players when it's a multi-plat fighting game. So to me, that's a good idea. But I might probably pick it up now. You know, I might actually pick it up. So I still have Xenoblade 3, so I'm good. Yeah, Nintendo's got everything kind of covered for this year. So everything for this year is covered with Nintendo. They've got quite a bit of games and stuff to go over. So yeah. Yeah, Xenoblade 3 is coming out this year. Splatoon 3 is coming out this year. Live Alive's coming out this year. There's a lot of good games, so I'm not really too worried about like what I'm gonna be playing, because, you know, we got a lot of cool games coming out this year. But yeah. But I think, you know what? I think I'm going to call it a stream today, because I think we kind of exhausted all of our topics. Shout outs to the viewership today. I mean, the viewership was really good. Make sure you guys hit that like button before you go, though. So if you have not hit that like button, we only got 200 or 300 likes. That's it. Let's get the 400 likes before I bounce, guys. So if you haven't seen my video for today, please make sure you check out my most recent video. Please make sure you check out my most recent video. If you have not watched it, please watch it. It's up on the channel right now. Check it out. So today's stream was really good. It was a lot of fun. We streamed for a good, what was it, 2-3 hours? Yeah, 3 hours plus. So it's just like a regular stream. I am gonna finish the Nintendo Switch video. Is almost ready. I'm about 20 to 30% done editing it. I'm going to eat right now, and then I'm going to edit some more. So it's going to be ready probably tomorrow morning. Make sure you guys watch that top 10 Nintendo Switch RPG video. Like, it's going to be really good. It's a really solid video. So look forward to more content like that too, guys. Look forward to more content like that going forward as well. So yeah, it should be good. Watch my most recent video if you haven't, guys. If you're behind on videos, I know a lot of you guys are busy. So catch up, you know, catch up on any of the content, any of the RPG content that you might have missed. If you have not been up to date with the videos. We've got new content coming to the channel. Like I said, new reactions and new stuff coming. This live stream will be available for replay. There will be no individual reactions to each thing. It'll just be up for, like I did my previous video yesterday with the Pokemon stuff. So if you want to watch any part of my reactions or replay, you can check it out. It will be that. Here, let me link that Trinity Trigger video for you, because like Dank did say it's not so Trinity Trigger. Yeah, you know, I don't think, yeah, Dank was right about that. I don't think it pops up normally. But let me link it for you. Let me link it for you. I'll start putting more transparent titles too, guys. I think I'm done with the whole title stuff. Here you go. That second link, Donnie, is the Trinity Trigger video. There's also timestamps, so you can just go straight to the Trinity Trigger part. I gotta be careful when I say that. Trinity Trigger type of on there. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for everything. I appreciate all of you guys, and I will see all of you. Okay, all of you for the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being awesome. Thank you guys for the donations. Thank you guys for everything. Okay, thank you guys for everything. Today was a great stream. A lot of fun, multiple hours. I really thoroughly enjoyed the state of play, watching it and everything. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. So thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are awesome. Like I said, thank you for all the new members too. Quite a number of new members as well. So I do appreciate that. We've been doing well with these new presentations. So yeah, Mario Strikers tomorrow. There's only one playtime though. I usually go to my mom's. I'm going to that might be offline, guys. That might be offline because I'll be at my mom's house. So I might just play Wi-Fi with you guys. Okay. So yeah, keep that in mind because I might be at my mom's house for the whole time that it's going on. So all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace out, homies. Thank you guys for the support today. Shout out to my man Baron. Shout out to everybody who donated. Appreciate all you guys. Hit that like button. We need about 7 more likes before you go. Hit that like button. Some of you guys are not hitting that like button. I need to get to 400 likes before I go. So hit that like button on your way out. Let's go. Hit that like button on your way out. peeps. All right, peace out, guys.